call me great and terrible, I'm yours. Why is it so hard to find an enemy who's worthy? All the same want the fame, still they don't deter me. Mountains of gold, love to watch them as they scurry, flying above, breathing fire in my fury. You pass through my threshold, who the hell are you? Wings outstretched and you know the legends. True. Teeth like swords and you're clicking in your boots. You found the nightmare, now it's too late. Monster, you call me a monster, like I'm the big bad monster. I'll show you a monster. Get ready. Hear my shrieks that break apart your capital. You can't tally every soul I send below. On your knees, revere and burn, it's wonderful. They call me great and terrible, I'm your foe. They call me great and terrible, I'm your foe. I'm your foe. Ooh, you pass through my threshold, who the hell are you? Wings outstretched and you know the legends. Teeth like swords and you're quicking in your boots. You found the nightmare, now it's too late. Monster, you call me a monster, like I'm the big bad monster. I'll show you a monster. Get ready. Hear my shrieks that break apart your capital. You can't tally every soul I send below. On your knees, revere and burn, it's wonderful. They call me great and terrible, I'm your foe. They call me great and terrible, I'm your foe.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Dinner and a Game. Let me make sure our audios are all working. My incredible cast, can you all say ah? Ah! Ah! That was the best ever. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us on Dinner and a Game for one of our Friday evening games where we're going to just relax, keep it casual, not get to anything intense, or we're going to like try and take down an apartment complex that's completely full of, psychotic gangers and maybe a corrupt corporation that's running some kind of lab at the top of this building. Anything could happen. It's Friday. So, thank you all for being with us. And we are going to remind you of something very, very quickly. The last bit of seriousness that I'm going to do for the evening, and then we'll get into the chaos. We are still trying to raise funds for PCRF. Now, if you don't know what PCRF is, it is the Palestinian Children's Relief Fund. PCRF is trying to raise funds to aid the efforts that are going on right now to alleviate some of the horrible situations being caused by the situation that's happening that we cannot even freaking talk about because social media will repress it. I typed it in wrong too. But if you can donate to PCRF, it would be an amazing help because PCRF is an internationally recognized charity that is actually striving to do the work needed to try and help these people out in every way, shape, or form. I know that they had joined a coalition of charities that was trying to put together basically a slush fund to try and help influence the government of Egypt to open their borders and allow refugees to come across by providing money for an infrastructure to build a refugee camp in Egypt. However, that's not going the way they want it to, unfortunately, but that money we're donating is still going to try and get aid into that area and to try and help people. PCRF is mainly focused around children's and children's safety, but right now they're taking a much more general approach because, a child that's an orphan is just as important as a child that has parents in a situation like this, and they need to make sure that everyone gets out safe in order to keep those family units together. So they're doing everything they can across the board. So if you can donate, and you do choose to donate, you can actually affect the game. Now, how can you affect the game, you ask? Well, this is how. When you donate to PCRF, you can donate any amount you want to. but we do have dollar amounts that are basically equal to our rewards that we normally use dagger dollars or our bits for sound bites to do. But in this case, you can use that money, instead of giving it to us, you can give it to PCRF. And you can still, thank you very much for the happy birthday. You can still go in there and use those donations to affect the game. What you have to do is, on PCRF, there is a note, comment section on your donation. Comment what you want your how you want your donation divided up. And I'll give you an example. During one of the last games ran, we had someone who gave $100 and they made that into 2 Devastators. Devastator is where you take your dice pool and you max your roll. So like if it's a critical hit type situation, it's automatically a critical. And then you take your damage for whatever damage source you're doing and you max that too. Now that's not cheap. It's $50. But they gave one of them to the players to be divided up as they wanted to, and they gave one to the GM. So Ren was like, I'm not using that. But we're going to go ahead and you guys can do that in your donations. Like I said, use the comments section. Tell us how you want to divide it up and who you want it to go to. You can give it directly to individual players. There's one donation that affects all the players or all the NPCs. Just let us know which way you want it to fall, and we'll take care of it on the back end. Also, do not forget, if you want to help us out, Dinner and a Game, you can actually get merch. My current shirt is almost not eligible to be put up on Twitch because it wasn't made by me. This was made by the Wednesday night cast, and they insisted that I make this into a shirt. Yeah. They're great. They're gonna get me banned. But we have tons of other merch that you can find on our merch site, which is in chat right now. So if you can order merch, it supports the shop, and maybe we'll see you at Gen Con, and we'll say hi. Also, if you want to support us and you want to get some amazing teas or coffees, you can go to Many Worlds Taverns. Many Worlds Taverns is a purveyor of fine teas and coffees, as well as gaming gear that's themed around the artwork that they have for their tea and coffee bags, which is absolutely incredible if you haven't seen it. And if you go to Many Worlds Taverns using that link in the chat right now, we will get 10% of the order you place. And if you use the discount code Dinner and a Game at checkout, you will get 10% off your entire order. And right now they are doing any order over $50 is getting free shipping. I know because I just placed an order. So all that being said, of course, if you want to do support us any other way, like, share, as always, make sure that if you can sub. If you can't, like, share, follow, let people know about us. That's the most we can ever ask of anyone. And speaking of people that we're going to ask things of, I'm going to ask for some amazing people to suffer trauma at my hands this evening. Hi, guys. How y'all doing?
Hello.
Hello.
Let's say hi to everybody and see who they're playing tonight. We will start out with, let's start out with Bishy. And I got to fix Bishy's camera, too, because I messed it up.
Oh, no.
Bishy,
also, and on the topic of cameras, Hi Thrall and I are swapped.
Oh, shoot. I didn't do the thingy. I'll fix it.
Hello, everyone. I am Bishy Bunny, a variety streamer and all-the-time bun. My whole little concept is as a bunny maid, but for right now, I am playing Cyberpunk, and I am playing the lovely Anna Anaconda, a.k.a. the Platinum Python. Normally, she looks like this, but you don't go into Arasaka with your street clothes. You go in full combat. So she's going in like this today. And she will be referring to herself as Mrs. Black. Because again, you don't want to have your name beyond anybody afterwards. So.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
That's literally the question she's about to ask a guard in just a second.
Let's continue to go. Yeah, I know, right? What's my name? So we'll go around, keep on going around the horn, as it were, and we'll go actually counterclockwise and say hello to Cove. Cove, how are you doing?
Hello, I am doing pretty good. This is my second stream in my new location, my new living space, which means I have an actual backdrop now, which I didn't used to. So upgrades, people.
Upgrades.
But I am exhausted, but doing well.
Good, excellent. Who are we going to have you try and alleviate some exhaustion by playing tonight?
I get to play Jester, who's the rocker boy. And unlike the lovely Anna Anaconda, who is making smart decisions to stay hidden from Arasaka, Jester is in his street clothes, which are very recognizable and very specific to only Jester. So oops.
Yeah. Jester's like, I am who I am, and you can just go fuck off.
The fucks given are nil.
To be fair, most people don't live long enough to identify you, so.
Yeah,
That's true.
you know, we weren't going to talk about that really. So, since you brought it up, let's go around to the amazing Vixie Bell. Who are you going to be playing tonight?
Hello. My name is Vixie Bell. I too am a streamer here on Twitch over at the Pocket Dragon Pub, where I GM and play TTRPGs. And tonight I will be playing Bowie, the resident netrunner and ray of sunshine for this group.
Excellent, thank you. And finally, we have the ever ready to stab you, at least in character, Hythrall.
I mean, to be fair, outside of the game, I'm trained to do that anyway. So, hi, I'm Hydral, all-around content creator, fighter, IRL, and I will be playing the very grumpy, ever bitchy Christ.
Yep, she's gonna end up being the mom of the group. I can just feel it. But it's gonna be the mom who always whacks you with their shoe.
Nah, her goal's to be called Daddy.
We just give her a Snickers. Here you go.
All right. So when we left off last, you guys were actually on the roof of a tenement high-rise that apparently portions, the top several floors had been taken over by the Arasaka company. Not, of course, known to anyone else. They were just taken over. And Arasaka had been paying street gangs to occupy the rest of the tenement tower, basically making it impossible to get in from the ground floor and make your way up, because you would have to pass through 4 different gangs to get up to the levels that Arasaka is on. And then, of course, Arasaka themselves has their own security forces at their top. What they were told was that because of some problems that Arasaka had, that they were actually transporting a certain amount of payroll for some organizations that were basically off the books, and they were actually transporting cred sticks with the payroll amounts on it, which means literal physical cash, which does not happen a lot, or if at all, in the universe of Cyberpunk and Night City. Usually everything's done digitally. So this came as a job from a very small time fixer named Basket, and Basket informed them that this was his chance to make it big and get a real score to finally make a name for themselves. And he knew all these people tangentially from finding them smaller jobs, basically piecemeal jobs to keep the lights on type stuff. And this is the first time he had a real job, and he kind of hero worships this set. And so he brought them all together and set them on the path for this situation. He set them up with a nomad who has a helicopter, who airdropped them onto the roof. And they are currently casing the roof. And Anna and
Bowie, like the knife of the rock star.
Anna and Bowie are currently making to hold the door to the staircase and elevator rooms, and there is one Arasaka guard outside the door. Hythrall and Jester are making their way to the communication satellite, and they're going to try and take that out so there cannot be any word going out. And they know that once they take out communications, they have like 10 minutes before deadfall switches kick in and things happen in this place. Whatever security Arasaka has to secure what's happening at this location will be going off. And who knows what the hell that's going to be. So with Arasaka, they can just blow the entire building up.
Let me get my hands on that system.
All right. So and as I described it, the gentleman who was sitting, who was guarding the roof door, obviously, number one, has probably been here before because he's bored out of his mind. And he was literally sitting there in a chair. I do believe he had his phone out and he was playing a game on his phone when you guys got dropped in by the silent running helicopter. And now he has Anaconda running pell-mell straight at him. Oh, by the way, Cove, did you get onto the map?
No.
Nope. Okay, let me see if I can drag you in.
I'm just imagining that scene of like from Avengers with the guy playing Galaga. Like that's what we encountered.
Can we swap Anaconda's position with Bowie? Do you mind if we?
You should be able to do that yourself.
Yeah.
I'm behind you, so
Yeah. So if you'll move like right
am I moving?
there, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
That way you're behind me, and that way,
Sounds
yeah.
good.
Jester back in here.
Obviously, I just don't want you to get mixed up in this if you don't have to.
Hang on one
I
second,
am
guys. I'm gonna
100% using you as a shield.
I'm going to activate Dabar again, and then I'm going to activate the rooftop and see if that brings Cove over.
Okay,
So you guys are going to switch back and forth, but give me a sec.
no problem.
Why is it?
I'm in.
There, you got it.
Yeah! All right, that worked. Okay, so if you click on your minis on the screen, it'll give you control over them. And you'll be able to see what they can see. The terrain on these maps is actually blocking line of sight. It's got different height layers and everything like that. It's a really nice system. Everyone who hasn't used Foundry yet, Foundry is quite an amazing system. And I love it so much, huh?
Foundry's great. I love
know.
Foundry.
Yeah,
Die
and
hard Foundry
it's
person.
very much incredibly versatile and incredibly customizable. So if you guys have never used Foundry before, I highly recommend it. It does have a learning curve. I'll just say that. But there is a lot of support for it out there in the web. But
Yes.
in the meantime, so what we're gonna do is you guys, I put you right up on him because like he was literally, he didn't even know you were there until he heard the footsteps and looked up, and by that time it's too fucking late. So what I want you all to do is we're gonna roll initiative, okay? Now, if you want to know how to roll initiative, you probably have the mechanic for it on the sheet. But if you're not using the you're not using the dice roller, you're gonna roll your reflex plus a D10.
Hmm.
So you roll
Reflex plus a D10, you said?
Yeah, and you
Okay.
roll a D10, and then you add your reflex to it.
There's my character sheet.
You can also did you load your character sheet onto your founder character?
I did.
Yeah.
I can just click it, right?
Yep.
Just click ref. Oh, it wants me to change it. Oh no, I
No,
can
it
just
should be
click
click initiative, I think.
Yes.
Let me bring up character sheet.
Yeah, where on the sheet is it? I'm not seeing it.
it. It's under ref, like you just click the word ref, I think. It says rolling for ref Chumba. And then it's supposed to, does it automatically add your modifiers or do we add a plus 10?
No, hang on a second.
Okay, I'm stopping. Not
No,
touching.
you don't have to stop. You can
Okay.
keep on clicking things. Just don't destroy
Okay.
anything.
Doing my best not to. Okay. Not yet. I gotta wait. I gotta hook into the net first. Jeez.
to read a comment from the stream chat, donated. Give that creepy little gesture a gods have spoken.
Ah. What was it? Someone else donated. Now I get a devastator. Yay.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Holy shit, really?
Fuck. Nice.
I didn't have the
Oh, yeah.
donations up yet. Let me get those up real fast. Sorry, folks. You guys got
So
ahead of
good.
me. It's wonderful, though. Thank you so much for your donations.
I don't know what that means yet, but I know
What's
I will.
that? Devastator?
Mhm.
Devastator means once you may, well, as many Devastators as you have, because I took limits off for the donations. But you may take your roll, like if you're rolling to hit, you may automatically crit. And if you and when you go to roll your damage dice, you don't bother. You max damage,
Yes.
and that's max
Fantastic.
damage on a crit. So
Oh my
you
God.
can like kill people, pretty
Let's
much.
go.
Okay, so let me go ahead and get into this real fast.
Okay.
So it is a D10 plus our reflex.
Yes. We
Yes,
might
we're
just have to roll it
adding a D10.
manually. Because it is not coming up on the sheet anywhere, which is really
Yeah.
weird.
Ooh,
And
okay.
these sheets are actually made by Cyberpunk, so I don't know why it's not on there, and I feel
It
really
might just
bad.
be a programming thing.
I mean, it may just be because it's such a basic roll. It's just your reflexes plus a D10.
I haven't used my D10 in forever. Is it this like super diamond shape?
Yep,
guy?
it is the diamond.
Okay.
It's also the one that only has 10 numbers on it.
I mean, that requires counting.
You can
Okay.
count. I believe in you.
Gosh,
I don't.
math. Why does
I
math have to
don't.
be involved? Oh, is it someone had the best line last night? And they were like, "I'm gay. I don't do math," and I'm like, "Oh my god."
All right, so
Amazing.
let's go ahead and do this.
But what was it? All right.
I rolled shit.
I mean, I also rolled garbage, so we're fine. It's good. Do I just post my roll in the chat if I roll manually?
If you just tell me what it is if you roll manually.
So it's a ref plus a D10, correct?
Yes.
So I got a 6 on that die plus a 6 ref is 12.
Actually,
total.
if you look on there's a little thing that looks like 2 crossed swords on the right hand side.
Uh-huh.
If you click on
Yeah.
that, there's a die on there that you should be able to roll for your reflex.
Oh, yay! I
Maybe
found
roll
it.
better.
Maybe
Oh.
it'll roll better. Ouch!
I did not.
No, you didn't.
So
Okay,
do we?
I did roll better.
No, and
But
how
yeah,
what did
wow,
you get?
Jester. Nope.
I rolled so much worse.
You did. I just killed Hyrothral.
So we're allowed to roll manually.
Yes.
Okay, I got a 20.
And Hyrothral, you rolled manually, right?
Mm-hmm.
What'd you
20.
get? 20. Sweet God.
It makes sense though, fry throw.
Yeah.
It helps I rolled a 10.
Rolled max. Just
How did I get
Because I mean, also as a
I don't
solo,
know how you
can
got a
just get
negative
bonus
1. I
for
don't
it.
think it's really possible.
I don't think
Yeah.
it is either.
It
Roll
is
a
possible
D10.
if you rolled a 1 and then rolled
Do you have a negative 1 to your
another
reflex?
negative.
No, dear fuck no.
I thought not. You were like super
Huh.
fast.
so why
So,
would it
oh,
show
my
the
character
one?
sheet isn't properly implemented in here. Okay.
Okay,
I
there
Roll a
we go.
D10 and
That's
add.
what it is.
Yeah, roll a D10 and add your reflex to it. I'll fix it.
I did. It's a 9.
That's better.
It's
Then a
still
1.
not great, but it is not.
It's not
It's
a
not a
one.
negative
one.
1.
Yeah.
And just to let you know, the Arasaka security guy rolled a 0. So you were gonna go after
Amazing.
the 0.
Hell yeah. Wait, no. Not
right.
hell yeah. The hell yeah on the 0, not hell yeah on the -1.
Yeah, right. Okay, so Hythrall, you have a movement of 6, which is basically 6 squares. And so what are you going to choose to do? You have several things you can do in a combat phase, just like D&D. You have things like you have in your turn, you have a move action and one other action. Okay? And so you can choose to use the move action, and then the other action is used on anything else you want to do, from item interactions to attacking to anything. Like you can even use it to move again, but then you're out of actions.
So what's near me target wise?
If you straight ahead for you onto the corner of the building, you'll have to move like around the thing, because remember, you're going to look around the corner first. And this is the thing you put you behind. So if you move around the corner, you'll see that because you already spotted it, the tower is like literally directly to your west, in the western corner, northwest corner of the building,
Northwest corner.
which is to your right.
Is it something that I can shoot, or is it going to be something that I need to like actually go take down?
You were planning on blowing it up, but you can actually just plain old shoot it if you want to.
I mean, we can still blow the rest of the roof up because that's what we talked about, and that sounds fun. But going on ahead and dismantling power quickly while explosives are being set up is probably the best way to go.
All right. So you're gonna move. Are you gonna move forward to actually shoot as well?
Can you move your little cursor to show me where I should move to? Right there?
Yep.
Got it.
That'll give you line of
Yeah.
sight. See, and you see that the satellite dish now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what you're aiming for. That's a communications dish.
All right.
So-
And I do have my... Getting there. Blah, 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 weapons. Okay. My assault rifle.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to shoot it.
Shoot it. Shoot it.
Now, do I roll to hit or?
Yeah, you're gonna have to roll to hit, even if though it's technically a stationary object. Let's go ahead and go to your attack action. It doesn't have any concealment because obviously it's sitting out in the open. I need you to roll. Okay, so you're gonna roll. Excuse me. Your reflex and your relevant weapon skill, depending on. I know you have several weapons, so you're using. I think you have an assault rifle.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna use the assault rifle or something bigger? I don't know how big.
Just the assault rifle.
Okay, so you're gonna roll your reflex plus your weapon skill and add a D10 to that, and then it's gonna be the target number is the defenders. It's done by range, which are in short range. So there's nothing
I'm
for that.
trying to find my weapon skill real quick. There, ranged weapon skill. Is it auto fire?
You can be. Auto fire is where you just basically.
Oh,
yeah. Single fire, auto fire.
Single fire, auto. I have archery, auto fire, handgun, heavy weapons, shoulder, arms. I'm trying to find everything.
Yeah. Assault rifle should just be its own category.
I think it's shoulder arms.
Shoulder arms? Okay. So, do I roll 1d10 and add the reflex and then that number?
Yes.
Yeah.
The reflex
Okay.
and the weapon skill.
So, it says level and stat. Which number do I add?
Both. You add those two together.
Oh.
The level and the stat are what makes your actual total skill value, and then
Okay.
you add the actual
D10.
yeah.
Okay, so 10 is the reflex, 6 is the skill. Got it. Okay. So, that's a grand total of 19.
19 will definitely hit,
Yeah.
as it,
Oh,
like I said,
good.
it's kind of basically a stationary target. Now you're going to go ahead and roll damage. The weapon itself should have the damage rating for it.
Mm-hmm. 5d6.
Yeah.
And we're going to use these bullet dice.
Mm-hmm. It does basically have armor, but
21.
21. Okay, so you fire at it. You know, most of the bullets are just pinging off of it as you're firing on it, and then you see that there's some sparks, but you can see that the power control, the light that it indicates it's still functioning. It's on at least. The light is still lit up, so it still has power going to it. Now, if you want to, because you only used like 2 boxes of movement and you have 6. You may complete your movement now and move up closer to it, or you can stay where you're at. Your choice.
Honestly, moving closer would seem like a good idea, but that could leave me prone because there's nowhere really to hide. That's not going to make me a target, so I'm going to stay where I'm at.
All right. And that means you're going to basically you already used your move action, but you can basically you're going to have the benefits of cover because you're kind of behind an obstruction. So that would be Hythrall. Oh, let me begin combat here. I didn't forgot to do that. Let's go over to Bishi. You're up.
Okay,
It's time to crush some poor little guy.
I also sent you a query in DMs.
Oh, shoot. On Discord?
Yeah.
All right.
First things first. What is this guy wearing? What kind of armor is he wearing?
Sorry, what?
What kind of armor is he wearing?
Oh, he is wearing pretty much the same kind of armor you are. Let me find it again real fast.
So it's light armor jacket. It's not like flak or
Yeah,
anything?
it's armor jacket. It's not anything heavy.
Okay. And what kind of weapon does he have?
He has an assault rifle and a pistol on his hip. There's also a riot shield leaning up against the wall behind the chair. But literally, he was leaning his chair on the riot shield.
So right now he has the assault rifle in hand, right?
Yes, he's trying to bring it to bear. But like I said,
Yeah. I would be the bear at this point. So I'm going to. Here's the thing. I'm going to try and grab. So we both need to roll
all right. And what?
our brawling. This
Brawling? You got it. Hang on 1 second. Oh yeah, you're gonna do some wrestling stuff on this poor soul. All right, so let me get his character sheet up in front of me. And he is going. You're going to be rolling grapple.
Yes.
Reflex and
It's reflex and brawl.
yeah, his brawl is 6. Oh, good. He actually got a 17.
Nice. Well, I got a 19, so.
Oh, so well, he tried really hard. He gave it his all. All right, so once you get him into, so now you've got him basically bound up. Are you going to do anything? You're. I didn't make you take a move action, but you have a move action left. So are you going to do anything with him at this point?
Oh, well, I'm bringing him up to my face,
Mhm.
and I'm saying, I am Mrs. Black. Are you a good boy or a bad boy?
Oh God.
And I've fully lifted him up so that his legs are like off the ground.
He looks about 19 years old. No, he wouldn't be 19. This is Arasaka security. So no, he has a very hardened look at your face, and he kind of like you just hear him, and you hear him go, "Roof is compromised."
Bad. Anyway, that's gonna play out in a second.
Okay. All right. So are you going to move him anywhere? Or are you just going to stay there with him? Because you have him off the ground. You can like carry him, and you have.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk
movement.
as though he's nothing.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to walk in front of the door that.
Got it.
And I'm by the way, I'm holding him one arm now,
Yeah.
and I put my hand against the metal door, and just start squeezing so that he can hear the metal fatigue underneath the force of my.
Roll the damage for it next turn, but I understand.
Well, I'm not damaging it next. I have something. Unfortunately, he's made a bad call, so I have to do something to him first.
Oh,
But okay.
boy. Poor boy. Vixie.
Hi.
Hi. So there's one thing you can do here. That's a security door, and Anna's probably going to tear it off its hinges. But
Yeah.
there's also a security pad right there beside where the guy, right above where the guy was sitting, leaning against the wall.
So, okay. Yeah. And she like pats Anna on the back and says, "Don't waste your time. Work smarter, not harder, Choom." And like goes over to the security pad, like casually, not worried about this dude on her shoulder at all. And she just looks at him and she's like, "You'd better tell them that the roof isn't compromised, or you're gonna be flying off the roof, Choom. Maybe think about your life, value it a little bit." Just saying. And then she like casually like walks over to the security pad. I think she has to manually jack into stuff, right, to hack
Yes.
it.
And
So she's
jacking
gonna-
in is not an issue. It's literally just you have a port jack that you basically have coming off you, and you jack it into it, and you link your deck up to it.
Yeah, she does that.
Never
She just,
mind, you can do it through like a Bluetooth thing because you can do it from like up to 3 squares away
Oh, okay.
if you hit one of those
Okay.
things. But yeah.
okay, yeah. So she's gonna. So can she do that? Can she do it from 3 squares away and just kind of
Yeah,
Bluetooth
you don't have to
in?
go right up to it if you don't want to.
Okay, yeah. She's gonna Bluetooth in, and she's gonna just kind of give her little bag lady chic glasses tap, and they become what they actually are, which are her virtuality goggles, to jack into the security pad.
Alrighty, so
Think I have to use my interface skill.
yes,
My
you
cat
do.
is choosing this time to destroy everything. It's perfect.
So this is you choosing to take a net action.
Yes.
And so
Okay.
you're going to use your interface and your net actions. What is your interface rank?
Doesn't have. It says rank 4.
Okay, so your net action is 3,
Okay.
and then jacking in. Yeah, within 6 meters of the access point, and you're going to use your interface ability, which is on page 199. I love this book. I just click on the nut page number; it takes me right to it.
You're there. Okay. It just says that. Well, on Foundry, it just has me rolling for interface, but it doesn't have necessarily the mods. Do I add the 3 to additional mods?
No, it'll automatically pick it up since if everything's entered in Foundry, it automatically pick it up.
Okay, so it should automatically roll it. Well,
Yeah.
I'll try it and hopefully it does the thing.
Yeah, if it doesn't, we'll fix it.
I did not. It just rolled. I don't think. Oh wait, no, it did because it's a 3. So I think I rolled an 11
Yes, you did.
on that. Okay.
And this is just a base security pad, so
Mm-hmm.
you are able to jack in an interface with the security pad. So basically what that is you jack in, your deck is negotiating with it and trying to gain access to it without actually like alerting any security protocols and
Mm-hmm.
getting yourself shut down automatically. And so you now have access to security pad on the next turn. On the next turn, you'll be able to like order the door open or whatever.
Okay, great.
Right.
So
All right, so, and that is the end of that action. And so now it's over to Jester.
Wow. Cool. The original objective for Jester was to go blow something up since Jester was handed the bomb.
Yes.
Which is an interesting choice. Jester, would it be a quick action or free action, I suppose, to check in with Chris to see if that is still the plan?
I would call that basically a free action.
Perfect.
Don't make a soliloquy to Hamlet, but you know, if you guys want to have a brief exchange of one line each, that's perfect.
Literally, it's going to be Jester holding up the bomb and going, where?
Blow shit up.
You did.
If it
you
look-
did.
if it look-
you
If
did.
it look important, blow it up.
Yeah, you did see her shoot the satellite dish. So
DM, what looks important?
well, the satellite dish. You're literally hiding behind the main ventilation system for the floors below you. So if you blew that up, you basically stop airflow. But that's only if they're sealed up airtight.
I also need that.
Yeah, you do need air. So your best bet right now is probably the satellites, since it looks like Anna or Anna and Bowie are competing to see who can get the door open first. And the satellite is, if you move around the corner and stand right beside where Chris is, you'll see the satellite directly ahead of you.
Are we still switched? We are.
Are you still switched? Oh no, it's
Sorry,
I fix.
I think at this point it's the system messing with us. It's part of the
Yes.
vibe.
Yes.
Part of the vibe.
Okay. Can I
We
get
blame
to the
you then.
satellite?
You're the one that did it.
No.
That's it. I hacked the system.
Yeah, you have to have enough squares to equal your movement to get there.
Okay, so that is... You're making me mad. God fucking... No. 2 seconds.
1, 2.
Blow
Bitch.
something up.
I'm trying, but apparently I have to do math first.
You
Oh,
have
more
Which is
math.
I'm so
devastating.
sorry.
I apologize for the math.
Okay, so that would be... Oh my god, get out of my face.
Hmm?
I could get right there.
perfect. Actually, you could literally set the charge and just toss it on the underneath the satellite dish.
Yes?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
Can I... Would it fuck with
Do it.
anything if I happened to do a little sprinkle of glitter in it so that when it exploded, it was
It
also a
would fuck
glitter
with
bomb?
That would be
absolutely
so
nothing.
funny.
Fuck yes. It's gonna be glitter and confetti.
Amazing.
That Jester stuffs in as well. Making sure not to tamper with anything important. And then it'll be setting it and yeet.
And I don't know if everyone saw, but we did have a hydrate.
I did
Oh,
not see.
hydrate.
What do I roll to yeet, or do I just? What is
You're
happening?
going to
Roll
roll.
to yeet.
So first off, since you guys had already planned this out, I'm going to say that the explosive itself is preset and ready to go. The only thing you have to do is decide where you're putting it, which you've just done. So what you're going to do at this point is you're going to roll to yeet, which is a very simple process. You're going to look on your character sheet. Where did I put it? Come on, there you go. You're gonna look on your character sheet, and you're going to see. I do believe there's an athletics, but I'm double checking.
There is.
Yes, you're gonna roll an athletics check, and that's just so you can like pretty much lob the bomb and land it right where you want it underneath it.
Hey, Cove, you get a reroll.
Yay!
Woo!
So that's still a D10 plus.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
But what you're adding to it, because I just looked at your character sheet. Your athletics is insane. You're adding a 14 to that roll.
I know.
Goes like, I know, I did that.
I made choices.
Decisions are made. It's fine.
I know. I made 23.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, where do you want it? I mean, yeah.
I want it to go in the place where it not only does the maximum amount of damage, but secondary objective, it's gonna get glitter and confetti to go the farthest.
Okay. So you basically whip out a thing of duct tape. You grab 3 of your little packets that you have of glitter. You duct tape the glitter to the outside of the bomb, and then you toss the bomb directly under the center of the satellite dish. So now that when it explodes, down the street below them, as rubble falls, there will be sprinkles.
You're gonna do it with a stick.
That is immortality. They will never get rid of it.
Nope.
All right. So after Cove, I do believe is the poor guy in in Anna's arms. At this point is when he would actually be able to make his call down to security.
Mhm.
He can't do it on your turn because it's actually technically an attack because he's notifying people. So on his turn, he is going to do you're grappling him so he cannot move, correct?
He cannot do a move action. He cannot use a two-handed item.
Okay.
And anything he does do is at a -2.
Okay. So he drops the assault rifle because he can't use it because it's a two-handed item. And you see him fiddling, and he pulls a heavy pistol out of a holster, and he's going to have a -2 to do this, but he's going to attempt to shoot you.
Okay, I'm gonna evade.
I would think that's a good idea.
Aren't I still behind you?
No, you're beside her kind of now.
Oh, okay. Just making sure I'm not in the way. Because I also don't want to get
Self-preservation is
shot.
good.
Yep.
The character. There it is.
Where's the firearms?
Just found out my cat chewed through my headphone cable. So now I am jerry-rigging it, so it still works.
The
This is
cat
fine.
chewed through your headphone cable?
Yes, I have a kitten, and he gets in his one of his favorite things to do is chew cables. And I was having an issue hearing out of one ear, and then I looked down and it's partially chewed through, and I'm like, great. I love this cat.
I love this cat. I'm going to shoot him, but I love this cat. You will never shoot your kitty, I know.
Yep, I'm just like I was. The amount of times I have wanted to yeet him into the sun.
Mood.
All right, he got a 17. What'd you get for invasion?
For evasion. Is that with his -2?
Yes.
Okay. Apply mine and oh, crap. Sorry, I'm not used to this thing.
No problem.
I have to remember.
Okay. So that negates it completely. There's no other mechanic for that. So he literally pulls the pistol out, and he goes to he's basically just trying to hold it against you and pull the trigger. And you for the most part you roll your shoulder forward, and using only your shoulder, knock the gun out of line to where he's now just firing off into the sunset. Because I was trying to figure out how you were going to actually evade when you have him in a grapple.
Well, it's you can also talk about moving him around and
That's
so
what I was
on.
saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically he fires wide. He has no movement action because he's grappled, so that's the end of his turn. Hathral, it is time for Chris to do Chris things.
All right, so that has been blown up. Yes.
It's not blown up yet. Jester will have to trigger it on their next turn.
Then honestly, I'm just gonna cover them because that's really the best move. Is just to make sure that no one's coming out to play peekaboo.
Got it. So you're turning to face basically the door
Correct.
that Anna's trying to get in, and
Yeah.
you're covering both, and you're also covering Anna and Bowie because they're kind of out in the open too until the door gets opened.
Yeah, there's no reason for me to try to shoot around Anna though to try to get anyone because that's just too risky.
Agreed.
Like the person standing there, as much as I am positively sure of my shots, I cannot guarantee that my comrades are not stupid. So, not personal, character thing. So
Gotcha.
yeah, just covering the door.
Got it. All right. So you're turning holding action, and there is held actions in the game. So you can basically declare that like if anyone appears on the roof with you, you can like shoot at them, and it'll give you. It's called Overwatch in this game. So
Okay.
you basically can shoot an Overwatch. I think you get a -2 to it because you're basically considering to be turning to Snapfire. So that's what you'll be doing for your action. Bishi, are you going to crumple the door, or are you going to punish
No,
the
I
boy?
see that Bowie has sort of got it.
Yep.
So, and since this guy has decided to be a bad boy, I'm going to assert my grip.
All right. This is going to be. You don't have to make any type of attack roll because
No, this isn't a swing. I'm doing it's a martial arts move.
Yep.
It's a keto.
You're anacondaing.
Yes. Okay. Let's see on this. It's this.
The only
This is the
thing that's
actual
going to happen is
door.
because it's a reinforced door, it's got armor rating, so that's going to absorb some of it. But I know that you like basically have the equivalent of a hydraulic press for an arm. So
Yeah, I'm not. I'm at this moment. I'm letting her open the door. What I am doing is I am iron gripping this guy.
oh shit! Never mind, poor boy.
Joke's on you, he's into it.
I'm sure he is.
He's into having
Right.
bones powdered.
No, well, okay. So iron grip, what it does is,
Mhm.
since I made the roll, the
Mhm.
target, if they try to if they try to escape, they have a -2,
Mhm.
another -2, and until the grapple is broken, they can't make any ranged attack. So that heavy weapon of his is useless now. That heavy pistol is.
Yep.
And next round, I'm going to equip him
You're gonna equip him.
as a
You're
shield.
gonna beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
I'm going to equip him as a shield.
Got
That's
it.
the scientific term.
That's a scientific term. Beatus motherfuckerus. That's what that's
Yes.
called.
Amazing.
All right.
Best weapon in the whole game.
Best
Yeah,
weapon in the whole game.
I do kind of like wait at the door. In fact, I'll wait in front of the door because if the door opens and a bunch of people fire, I know who they're going to hit.
Got it.
So-
Okay. All right, Mixie. We're gonna figure out how to open this door together.
It's me, Mario. Okay. I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. Jeez. So she's hacking the door. How do I use my
back
skill?
door is what you're gonna be using on this.
Okay.
And basically what you're gonna be doing is you're gonna be trying to break the difficulty value of this lock. You roll a 10 and add your interface to it.
Okay.
And I have a difficulty already set for the lock, so you just have to try and beat that.
Okay. Okay. So I would use backdoor.
Mm-hmm.
Where did I put you? Backdoor.
Mm.
And I don't know.
All of you are
Sorry.
being horrible today.
I
trying to
want
find-
to
I'm
beat this
all-
motherfucker a sticker.
That- Yes,
Beatus
we need a sticker
motherfuckerus?
for that.
Beatus
Beatus motherfuckers. All right.
Oh
do I
my
look under
God.
programs for that? Is that
No, it's just it's not an actual program. It's an action that you can take with your deck. And
Oh,
it's,
okay.
It's called backdooring, and all you do is, like I said, you roll your interface
my D10?
and a
Okay, my-
D10.
my interface and a D10. So I'm going to manual roll that D10 and then roll my interface. So my interface roll was a 6. My D10 roll was a 7 for a total of 13.
All right. The door. You get the green light on the door as you hear the maglock on the door click release. So you may let everyone know that the door is clear, and you may choose to walk through it if you wish, or you can wait.
Okay. So I think Bowie like sits there, does her thing, and she's like, that was easy enough. And she's like, she just goes and says, "Hey, Chooms, door's open!" And like she also is smart enough to like use her little communication piece, so she's yelling this, but it's coming through all
yelling it over the comms.
Yes, 100%, because she's that guy. And then she stops it. She looks at Anna and says, "Ladies first."
All right, so
yeah, she's not walking through that door first. She's not a tank.
If he doesn't try anything, which now he can't, because he only has ranged weapons and he dropped his rifle. He can still try and punch you.
Yeah, he can totally try and punch me.
Yeah.
I wish him luck.
I wish him luck too.
He's gonna break his knuckles. Let's go.
So anyway, actually no, he's actually moving with you. Know, if you let his feet touch the ground, he will be moving along with you. He is just a paid employee.
That's why I asked. He had a shot at this point.
Oh no, he gets paid well.
Yeah.
So he's not going to not take risks, but at the same time, you're terrifying him at this point. So he's basically you're moving him along. You keeping him off the ground, Anna?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So he's now a human shield on you. Are you going to open the door? Oh wait. Yeah, we're going out of initiative, so you guys can move freely. Are you guys going to come up to the door now? And Jester, when do you want to detonate the boom?
I'm so glad you
Evil
asked.
laughter.
So, as everyone is going towards the door, Jester's going to be doing their little like cartwheel skip and tumbling act towards, and it's going to be like essentially because I'm an extra motherfucker, and so is Jester. It's going to be kind of mid cartwheel, like one-handed cartwheel, that the other hand sets off that detonator, so it goes off behind them.
Amazing.
All right.
I'm reminded of Batman Returns.
You're on the clock.
Coming out.
But you also know everyone knows you're here.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, and by the way, plume, fireball, glitter, 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 glitter. There is a rainbow in the sky tonight.
Krista is releasing a stream of trying to get away from the glitter before it hits her.
Literally pressing up against the wall in fear of the glitter.
I think we're blocked for like we can see the explosion, but we can't really see the glitter. Or can we all see?
No, the glitter gets thrown out everywhere. It's going all over the roof.
Wonderful.
It's going down onto the ground.
Great.
Put it this way, there's also chunks of masonry flying in the air, and you can see the satellite is flying towards the next building's roof.
Not the problem. Oh, not the problem.
It
Well, that's
honestly
gonna leave a mark.
and is aesthetic, so
That's gonna, yeah.
Yep, that's gonna leave a mark on somebody somewhere. All right,
A lot of burning confetti going around places.
Is this door directly in front? Is that the door we're supposed to go
that's
into?
the elevators. And if you go, you can when you go inside, you'll be able to see this. There's a hallway that goes around down to the right or the south, and you're pretty sure that the staircase is in that direction because there's another elevator to the left.
Okay, so
once you go into that area, you'll be able to see that. See, there's an elevator door that are already open over there to the north, and then the staircase seems down to farther down. You guys don't have to move to it. There's nothing else on this particular level. Are you taking the staircase down? I assume.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to the actual security building so that Bowie can do her work.
All
Yes.
right. So I'm going to activate the next map.
I'm following along with again using her as my shield because I am soft.
That's okay.
Well,
I'm using
I'm
this guy.
fleshy. Let's not soft. She's just fleshy. She's not made of metal.
So
She's
in the
delicate.
same way.
the staircase goes down. Unfortunately, I couldn't figure out how to reverse this map. It should be the other way around. So we're backwards for this time period. There is a landing, and there is a long entryway, and then in the entryway, there's only one set of double doors that basically go into an unknown room. There is another security pad, but there is no one outside in this hallway. And you were going to say something, Jester?
Yes. Something I wanted to make sure of. There were vents, yes?
Yes.
Could I traverse via vent to where they
Yes,
are
you may.
rather than stairs? Cool.
Yes.
That is what Jester would do.
All right. So
So-
I'm going to need you to make me probably an athletics roll.
Sure.
Because you're basically crawling through the vents, and I'm assuming you're trying to do this quietly.
Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah, an athletics roll will be able to make that happen.
I'd also do a contortionist roll if that's higher.
Oh, contortionist roll will be good too.
They are the same.
Okay.
There's a 24.
Okay, Spider Monkey.
I built him for like two purposes.
I know.
Yes, he's got two things.
All right. So yeah, you're actually making time, and literally you're doing that thing where you're like your legs bend unnaturally at the knee so they can press on the walls, and your hands pressing on the walls, and you're like, and you're going like inverted down shafts. All right, so you come out. You can see the room that they're in. I gotta find a place to put you now, though, since you're actually coming through a vent.
He would not be exiting the vent as well, to be very clear.
He's like, I'm gonna be there with you in spirit, guys.
Be watching creepily from the walls.
Now they are officially in the walls.
Woo! In the wall.
Oh, actually,
Oh
in
my
the ceiling.
All you guys saw before you guys took the stairs was Jester creepily icking his body into the fucking
I'm doing the follow-up to the back of the group, doing clearing, and I'm like, chicks.
All right, so are you guys, Jester? As you come through, you actually can see into the room ahead of you, and in the room, I've got you all in there, so because Jester can relay this back to you. There are two Arasaka security they have their riot shields out, they have their heavy pistols up, and they're flanking the door on either side. You can hear other voices further, but because you're looking down on a vent, you can't see any further down that hallway. So you're kind of like, you can see this area right here, and that's it. Oh, and there's another set of doors directly across from the doors that come in.
So
Also,
What
the vents are very fucking cold.
well, that's fine. Most of me isn't real anyway.
And that
Jester also wears
your
layers.
thermostat says it's like 58 degrees in the vents.
Jester would very discreetly relay the information and like everything that he can see to everyone else. I also have to check something. Where are my items? Where is my item? There's my item list.
By the way, Drakengel, thank you very much for the bits.
Woo.
So on Jester's person, there are confirmed to be at minimum two things.
Hydrate. What's the things?
Water is the first one,
Ta-da!
and glitter.
And glitter.
Both of these.
And you've confirmed that the glitter is in packets.
Sure. That makes sense to me.
Could Jester open one of the packets of glitter, put water in, shake it up, and then kind of sploosh from above onto the people if they're in riot gear to cover their shit?
They are
That's
in
the
they
phrase,
are in
no.
armor. It's not as heavy as riot gear. They just have a riot shield.
Do they have anything on their face
yes,
in particular?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to like.
Oh,
you
shit.
have glitter
I
on your face now.
Do a health.
Throw-
Alright,
Throw
so-
a pack of glitter up and let me shoot it.
well, you guys are still on the outside of the door. Jester's
I
can see
know.
through it.
Jester
Um,
would also be relaying what their plan is. Jester
Over comms.
communicates.
I would have much loved it if Jester had clear Elmer's glue instead.
Listen, we know for next heist.
We know for next heist.
Where's the Cyberpunk CVS? We got this.
Cyberpunk CVS. We need clear Elmer's glue stat. So you guys,
I can bring a tech.
just to let you know what they're doing, what are you guys preparing on the outside? Remember, this door is still closed and there is a security pad. Vixie, are you going to have Bowie hit the pad? Or are you going to let Anaconda bulldoze the door? Oh, no, Anaconda has the poor guy.
Anaconda has the meat shield. But we now know that there's 2 Arasaka security guards inside and they're actually ready for us. Is there a way to jack into the security cameras from here, or is it only that room?
You might be able to get through if you do not, because when you broke the security pad, when you hacked it, you basically did it very dirty. So pretty much you didn't bother to access it, go through the core systems, or try and back into the security system. You just wanted that security pad to unlock the door. You can do something more in depth if you want to, trying to get access via this security terminal. You're still going to do the same initial thing, which is backdoor, but then you're going to try and get in. You're going to try and use something like slide or something like that to gain access to the more central port kernel of the security system. And then you can, if you do that, you can access things like cameras and shit like that.
That's what I kind of want to do. I think she wants to grab the security system, because if we have the building's defenses on our side, it's going to be helpful, right? So, or at least whatever I can get my hands on.
Right.
So, she looks at Anna and says, "All right, Chum, I'm going to try to hack this building. And if it doesn't work, we just bash down the door the old-fashioned way. Sound good?"
Well, whatever you do, go ahead and open the door at that point, and I will stand in front of it. So if they decide to come in, or if they try to open the door early, they'll enjoy their friend. And by the way, I whisper to the friend, it's like, you have a chance. You have a chance here.
I think Bowie nods and says, "Yes, ma'am," and gives the guy that's on your shoulder a little pop and says, "No hard feelings, Chum," and goes over to the security and starts doing her job, hacking.
All right. So first off, you're going to do the same thing you did last action, and you're going to basically give me a back door to get into to access the security panel. But instead of stopping there and giving it a simple command, whatever, you're going to go. You're not going to give it any commands. You're going to be doing another action next turn.
Okay. So I just hit I hit interface.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna hit interface, and then I roll a d10 for that again, right? Is that correct?
What'd you get when you rolled out? When you hit interface?
Well, I haven't hit interface yet.
Oh.
I just thought it was I thought before we did interface plus a d10. Is that not the way that this works?
That's what. If you're rolling your dice manually, that should be the way it works. If you're using the game, it should actually roll that for you.
It didn't do it for me. It just rolled the. Okay. I'm gonna do it manually because I'm gonna get.
What's your interface rating?
My interface is a rank 4, and then it's got to add 3, right? So
Why
it's a
would
plus
it add 3?
But isn't that you had mentioned something about 3 earlier? Did
3 actions. You have 3 net actions.
3 net actions. Okay, that's probably where I got confused. Cool. So I'm just gonna roll interface here then, because it should do it for me. That's a 21.
Yep, that works.
Pre-M, whatever that means.
Pre-M, I guess that means a crit because it's a 10.
Yeah.
Basically, you have absolutely no problem accessing the back door on this. You are in, and what I'm going to do is on your next roll, I don't know if we'll figure out how to do it, but I'm going to actually give you a bonus to your next roll for having the crit on this one. Because that basically was absolutely outstanding, and it needs to be rewarded.
Can I flavor it?
Absolutely, go right ahead.
So she cue Daft Punk Tron music, if you will, and as she goes over to the security pad, and Jackson, her little glasses go off, and she just sits there and she's she types, and all of the systems kind of come alive for her, and Bo is time to do what I do best. Run.
Run. So actually, and Anna / Bishy was right. You actually have 3 net actions. The first
Okay.
action was the jack-in. The second
Okay.
action was activating the back door. So you can use a third action to do something else. And control might be the one thing you're looking at right now.
Yeah, I'm looking
'cause-
at the
yeah.
control because I want control of their systems.
Yeah.
So do I roll interface again?
No. Hang on one second.
Okay.
Nope, it is interface. Everything's interface.
Yay! Everything's interface. It's easy. I like easy. Okay, so I get to roll interface again.
So everything in security is divided up by nodes. Cameras are on one node, doors are on another node. You can see something that's called system defenses on
Mhm.
another node, and you can see one other node that's called environmental.
Okay. I think for her because we have Jester in the walls. So they've already told us that there's stuff inside, right? So I think I'm gonna go for system defenses.
System defenses? All right.
Yeah. All right, so let's go. That's a 12.
A 12. You
Mhm.
cannot access system defenses. It is well secured, and you actually now you can sense, and through your interface, you know that security, the AI security on the grid has been activated.
Shit. She says that. She literally says, "Shit, June, I fucked up."
So now we're gonna
Um,
now we have to go into an initiative because something is coming for you.
Great! I love that for me. This
So-
is gonna be
but everyone
fun.
has to roll initiative because everyone's going to be going on initiative turns from this point on.
Yeah, she literally says this to Anna. She's like, "Shit, I fucked up, June," to Anna, or Anna. I forgot how you say it. I'm sorry.
Anna.
You did your best. No worries.
All
That's
right.
why we're
Hang
a
on one
team.
second. Let me get everything going. Oh, I gotta grab. I gotta actually forgot to create this combat. Sorry about that.
Well, I mean, I should have gone for the cameras, and I was like, "No, I can't do that. I must go big or go home." And I fell with style. So
Hey,
there we
that's
go.
fine.
I mean, that's
How does that? Okay, I'm gonna stop trying to roll initiative even with my thing fixed because it just gives me negatives.
That's so weird.
That is
Wait,
really weird.
okay. So botches, critical failures explode. So first you roll a 1, and then you roll another 10-sided dice, and that dice gets subtracted from the total.
Yeah,
So
I think
it-
I fucked up
it is
too. Hold on.
totally possible to get a negative initiative.
So
So as long as we roll above a 1, we're fine.
Yes, it's
Okay.
and if you roll a 10, it explodes the other way. So if you roll a 10, then you get to roll another d10 and add it.
Oh,
I wish
Oh,
I'd known
my
that from
point.
last time.
So the actual reality is that like it's a fucked up initiative roll. Is that what it is?
okay. Okay.
Mm.
It's like a critical fail and a critical
Sweet
success type
Christ.
situation.
Gotcha.
Mm.
That
Yeah,
also
'cause-
means that my 24 should have been way higher.
Probably yes. One of my Arasaka security has a -1, and the thing
I have a
that's-
-1.
You
I have a negative
-1?
2.
Yeah, it's so what?
I'm
I have
not,
a 13.
You have a
on
-1,
principle
Bowie?
alone. I am not rolling initiative on this anymore. It hates me.
That's okay. And Jester has a -2. Bishi, what'd you get?
26.
Not too unusual. Actually, I think it's your highest initiative so far. And Hythrall?
13.
Okay. All right.
I am kind of glad I get to go last, though. That'll make something I do fun.
Okay. So, Bishi, you actually go first. What are you doing?
Is this door open yet?
Nope.
Actually, no. You can open it.
Oh, but it's unlocked, so I can just open
Yeah,
it.
she unlocked. Yeah, she unlocked it, but but doing anything more is what she failed at.
Okay, so that's just like an object interaction to open it. That's
Mhm.
not like an action.
Yep.
Okay. Then what I'm going to do is she's going to basically sort of run in with the guy and
Mhm.
stop right here,
Okay.
and then she's going to while having him equipped as a shield, she's going to take on this guy. Now he's got a heavy pistol. You said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And he's got the riot shield, provides him with extra armor. So,
well, extra cover. It's like
cover.
HP.
Yep.
The wonders of options.
Wonders of options.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That would be good. Or as long as he's got that arm, there's no point doing as long as he's got that shield, there's no point doing a pressure point strike. So instead, I'm going to try and hit him twice.
Got it.
All right. Yeah, okay. So first, with a brawling attack.
Mm-hmm. Fire away.
I might have missed. He still has to roll his evasion, though.
He can't roll evasion. He's grappled.
No, the guy I'm this guy.
Oh, this guy. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm forgetting you're using the other guy against that guy.
Yeah, this guy's the shield.
He got an 11, so yeah, you miss.
Okay, and then I'm going to hit him with the martial arts, or try to.
Think of what?
An attack. I'm going to hit him with martial arts instead for the second attack.
Gotcha.
Okay. Roll evasion again.
How good is he at evasion? Well, that's education, not evasion. He's going to confirm that attack. Oh, he missed. Violence is bad. That's what his education taught him.
Okay.
Whoa.
So he will get hit. I don't have the damage thing here, so one attack, roll damage on martial arts.
Does it have your damage on martial arts there, or?
It should. Additional mods, no aim shots, no mods. Confirm.
Oh shit! That's how much
Yeah,
damage
13.
you do.
Yeah, and that's that'll break his shield.
Yes.
Because no, wait, he evaded. He doesn't get to use his shield, so he takes 13 points of damage straight to his body.
Well,
his
that
armor
just-
is half because it's a martial arts attack. So as opposed to 11, he's only got 7. So he took
8,
Is it 8? Yeah, my math is off.
6.
6. Yes. So he takes 6 directly.
Got it. That hurt. That was funny. That was not funny at all.
Mm-mm.
All right, so that's your turn, Anna.
Yeah, and now I'm gonna use my shield against both of them.
All right. So on his turn, on his turn, he is going to. Yeah, he's going to basically just using his pistol. Kind of drops his pistol into a notch that's already in the top of the shield, and just goes full auto on it.
Full auto on a heavy pistol.
Yeah. I don't think it has full auto, but it has semi-auto.
He's just gonna he's gonna shoot me twice. Is basically what you're
Yeah.
saying. Okay, that's fine.
No.
Rate of fire 2. Shooting. First shot. Fucking misses badly with a 10. And the second shot. 13 doesn't hit you either, does it?
Well, it's based on range, and at this range, I believe 13 is what you need to hit with a handgun.
Got it. So the second shot does hit.
Roll for damage.
Rolling damage. Are you going to? You're interposing the shield between yourself and the attack, correct?
I already did that. Otherwise, I would have used my evasion to dodge the bullet.
You take 1 actual damage, and poor Buddy is going to take the rest.
Oh no.
I wouldn't take any damage.
Huh?
He's got to get through the shield. Until he gets through the shield, he can't hit me at all. I'm covered.
Oh no, not the guy.
Oh, wait.
No.
So he has to get through the poor guy's hit points?
Yes, he has
Uh-huh.
to get through the poor guy's hit points and his armor.
Oh no.
A
That's
living
bad.
human shield is nice if you can get one.
That's
Nice. You can procure one.
if you can procure one.
Ladies and gentlemen, these are the true lessons we're learning along the way.
Screw friendship. Get a human shield.
It's not about outrunning them, it's making sure they're in front.
So how much damage did he take?
If that's the case, this guy. I mean, what was the total roll? 12.
12.
No.
Okay, so
No. He did not take 12. He took 1 because
Yeah,
he had 11. He has 11 armor.
yeah, now his armor's down to 10.
Yep.
All right, cool.
All right.
Good.
So that is on his turn. Hi, Thrall. You're up.
All right, so looking at the way things are, there's one guy engaged with Anna. We just had that conversation. And then there is another guy off to the side. Is there a way that I can pop out, shoot, and then retreat back in for cover?
Yep, because you can do an attack in the middle of an action. So I would say, are you going to like completely pop out of line of sight?
Let's see.
Or are you going to keep it where you can just using like around the corner, but where you can still see at least one of the guys?
Around the corner so I can
Okay.
still see.
All right, so
Yeah.
don't even bother to move the character because we don't have the outside
Okay.
hallway there. But all you're going to do is you're going to say you're going to use 2 points, 2 of your movement to move in, fire, 2 points to move back. That's it.
That's what I'm going to do.
right.
Yeah. And firing at the guy who is currently not being targeted.
Gotcha.
And that is, let's see, I can do this on my own this time.
Yeah.
That is the wrong die. I can still do this on my own. Ugh, that's 18.
18.
Yeah.
That would hit. Yeah, it would hit.
Okay.
But what I wanted to ask questions are: you're doing a single shot, correct? Your choices are single
Yeah.
shot, or you can go auto, which is 4 rounds, but there's modifiers, etc., etc.
What modifiers for that?
Let me see this.
Well, it's like there's a difficulty target that you have to hit, and every point you hit above is like a multiplier to a 2d6 damage.
So, group, considering that I definitely hit with the roll that I had, should I just take the 5d6 and keep that shot, or should I try to do multi-shot?
Let's see, 2d6. I think the difficulty on that is, one moment.
I think it takes the difficulty up by 3, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I've read that section. Of the book.
And with how our dice have been behaving tonight.
Based on range, you got an assault rifle.
She's at short range.
Yeah, it's short range. So actually, this is bad for you because
Yeah.
it's hard to shoot an assault rifle in short range.
So,
So you would not hit if you
Let me
did that.
keep it. Yeah.
Yeah, let's
just
keep it.
All
Yeah,
right.
Let's
if you
not
keep-
play the odds since our dice have been.
Yeah, so 5d6
gremlins.
Yeah.
from one shot is good. It'll
Nice
take like
and interesting.
22 difficulty if you were this close in an auto fire.
I need to take a picture of this. I got 666 on my dice.
And Chris,
Amazing.
you
It's
have-
as if
you
we
can add a-
said we
you can
called
add a
them
plus
evil
one.
and they were like, cool.
Chris, you can add a +1 to your dice roll because someone just did a donation to give Chris a bonus from battle flashbacks.
Yay!
You rolled
Okay,
how many sixes?
3.
Okay, that means you critted.
For my damage.
Yeah. The way you crit in this game is based on your damage dice. Every d6 that you roll, if you roll 2 6s on any of those dice, that's a crit. And then you roll 2d6 again to see what kind of crit it was.
So do I need to tell you my total damage first?
Yes, please.
Okay, so 18.
Because he still takes the damage as
22.
well as getting the critical wound.
Yes.
26.
26 total damage? Jesus Christ.
That's 5 more for the
Nice.
crit, so that's 31.
31.
There we go.
So it's 21 total. Golly. He is not looking well.
So it's pop out, drop down, aiming right at the edge of that shield, and then immediately pulling back in.
Gotcha.
Well, you got to roll 2d6 now to see where you hit
Oh.
him.
Oh,
Crits are nasty in this game.
I rolled a 3 and a 4.
So 7 for an object. the end of every turn, when you move further than basically 2 squares, you resuffer the critical injuries bonus damage directly to your HP. Basically, you lodged a bullet inside of him.
Nice.
Which one was that on the?
On the crit chart?
Yeah.
No. Which one did you hit? Which guy?
The other guy who hadn't been hit yet.
The
Thank
other
you.
guy, yeah.
Appreciate it. Where is my vent?
There we go. All right, I got it for him. I put you directly in the room underneath where your vent would be. Let me double check and make sure they got you there.
Now, that guy's probably seriously wounded, so he's probably got -2
Where'd I
on
put you?
everything.
No, sorry, let me put you right back. You're right there. Because as you look in, you can see everything in the room right there.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so that was on a terrifying round for Hythrol. Now comes something terrifying that I've never used before.
No.
It's time for Black Ice.
No. Shit.
So I've got to find out the rating for this Black Ice. It's not super scary bad, but all Black Ice is actually super scary bad.
It is.
Well, maybe it only attack your program. You never know.
Yeah, maybe.
Sometimes they attack programs, sometimes they attack people. So it
Cries in Netrunner.
Cries and Netrunner, I love that.
Cries in
Virtual
Netrunner.
kind of short out your
Okay,
virtual.
so it's
problem.
got attack 2. It's not really bad. Okay, here we go. I'm going to roll some dice and see if I get to kill someone.
No thanks.
It won't kill you, actually.
Okay.
It's a attacking the program, but it can definitely knock you out of the system and possibly fuck up your deck.
Well, I do have something about that
What's that? Defense,
on
right?
my cyber deck. I have some defenses, but I don't know how resing programs works. Yeah, I actually was going through my programs. I was like, oh, there was a thing I could have used to help me, and I didn't do it. But there's for my cyber, like, I have something specifically about getting like booted. That's been done to my cyber deck. I forgot. I don't remember what it is that I have installed.
So what is your defense on your deck?
How do I find that? My deck. There's my cyber deck.
Yes.
Um.
Oh, it's for your program.
Oh, for my program.
Mhm.
I have.
What do you have? Armor, flak, shield?
I have flak,
Okay.
and I have.
So your res is 7.
Let's see. I think it's just flak and shield are the
Flak
two
and
that I
shield.
have. hmm
And then shield is... Oh, okay. That's kind of a nice one.
Yep. And then there's things you can do to your cyber deck as well, where you don't get. There are certain things that, like, oh my gosh, I'm having trouble reading my sheet. Like it'll show my cyber deck, but it's not showing any of the programs or upgrades that I've got.
That's
Oh, there it is. Okay, I have hardened circuitry.
Alrighty.
Which cyber deck? Oh well, that's the MPFX. Never mind.
Yeah, that's the MPFX only. All
Yeah.
right, so it's going to make its roll.
Okay.
And its stats are kind of weird, so give me a sec.
Sure.
Close.
I will say, as a game master for this game, everything is great until someone says, "And I'm going to play a Netrunner," and you're like, oh, "Okay, I must learn that system again."
Everything is awesome.
It's a whole system, but they did streamline it so much over 2020.
Yeah, the old one was way worse. Okay, so what is your defense again?
I have flak and shield.
Okay, so you can use shield right now because I tell you it rolled a 16, so it's going to hit. If you use shield, it basically that's the one time you get to use shield, but it stops any undefended attack from Black Ice.
Okay. So
I can see what your defense is with the flak, and let me make sure you can defend from this on flak. I'm pretty sure you can.
yeah, let me look at flak because I have the book open too, so I can figure out what stuff does.
And then so And what happens is if this thing gets through, it's going to take 1 point away from your res. And your res are like your hit points. And as you lose hit points, and different levels of black ice do different amounts of damage. And then once you lose all your res, you're booted out.
Okay. Yeah. So I think for this I'm gonna use flak.
Okay.
So
you're gonna take 0 damage, but you do lose one. Wait, let me double check it.
Attacks against me are reduced to 0.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's rezzed, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. All right, cool.
Mm-hmm.
I know what I'm doing wrong, but I got it now.
Okay.
All right, so that is its turn. Now it is going to go around to who's next on the order here. Bowie, you're up. Now you remember you have 3 net actions, so you can devote an action to doing something about the black ice. You can you can forget about it and keep on doing what you're trying to do, etc., etc. This is where you have to make decisions.
Decisions.
Mm-hmm. So if you're gonna try and attack the black ice, you're going to use your interface plus your program's attack plus a D10, or if you have your own black ice, your black ice attack plus a D10.
I do have. Yeah. So that's actually what I was just thinking about, but I would like to reflavor it.
Sure.
I know the program, so if you need that for the book, that's fine.
No, I don't. I just need the stats.
But yeah, okay. All right. So I think that Bowie's like defending herself now. She's like trying to stay in the system because she still needs to get into the system regardless.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to res her Black Ice program. Raven is what the name of the original name of the program is.
Right.
But since she is herself, she restyled it, and instead of being like a raven, like appear in like NetSpace, if you will, it appears as a lion. But that's just flavor. It doesn't do anything.
No, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put it this way: the flavor that's actually in the book is dull.
Yeah. Yeah. I wanted to add some spice to that.
Got it. So go ahead and make your roll.
Cool. So I roll interface, right?
No. Ow, shoot. What you're going to roll? Scroll. You're going to roll your black. Your black ice attack plus 1d10. Your black ice should have an attack value.
So remember how I said I couldn't find the black ice programs in here?
But what was the name of the black ice program again?
Raven.
Raven, you got it.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. All right. So your black ice attack rating is a 4.
So it's a 4, and then I add D10 to that, right? That's correct? Is that? Okay.
You'll roll 1d10 and add 4 to that, and that's going to get you your total.
That's a 10. My dice blew up.
That's a
14.
10 Let me see what the defense is for the black ice.
10 plus, so that's a 14 total, I think. Right?
Yeah. All right. So that's 14, and do crit. So now you're going to roll your damage. Your attack damage. Oh, wait. Raven doesn't do any damage.
Well, it says defender program. This is a program, right? Okay.
De-reses a single defender program. The enemy netrunner has res at random that deals 1d6 damage direct to the netrunner's brain. So this is an AI. So you're basically hitting the network AI for 1d6 damage. So I need you to roll me 1d6.
Okay. Let me get my d6. Also, can I apply the Devastator I got to this, or is that something that I should save for later? Huh?
Oh. This is what I'll do for Devastator for this situation, because your damage, your crits are max. You basically, if you roll a max damage, you crit and you keep rolling. So a Devastator kind of loses a lot of its effectiveness with that.
So should I save it then? Because I'm just asking because I've never used this before.
Yeah. So what I was going to say is, since you already hit, I would wait until you fail a roll and then use Devastator. Fail to hit. Because that way you can still hit and do the max damage, which means you'll just keep. Then you get to roll another d6 on top of that and see if you can keep the chain going.
Okay, so then I'll hold on to that Devastator for later and just roll a 1d6, right?
Yes.
That's only a 2
All right.
on the d6.
So you know that the black ice you can see that the black ice has been damaged, but it is still running. So it's gonna be it's gonna have an action on its next turn. So are you.
Okay.
So
I have a thing, but I don't know if I can use that. I'm not going to use it now.
That was one of your net actions. You have 2 more.
Oh, I have 2 more. Okay, great. Hold on. Let me read the thing about that one. So, because I have a thing called Worm.
Mm-hmm.
It gives me a +2 to backdoor checks while rezzed.
Got it.
So, can I make an attempt to try to hack the system again?
Yes.
Okay.
Activating Worm is another action, though. So
I want to use my action to activate Worm and then use my last action to try to hack the system.
Perfect.
Look at me, I'm net running. Yeah.
We're so proud of you. We knew you could.
I'm a big kid now. Anyway, so what do I roll again? Is that gonna be the interface roll? Because that's where I'm like getting.
That's the interface roll, and remember you have the +2 to it.
Yes. So, okay, interface. And then I'm going to put additional mods. So that's just going to put, I'm going to put 2. And then that should add all my other crap, right?
Yep.
So I hit confirm.
14.
Okay.
Yep. And you were going for which node again? Oh, okay. No, that actually makes it.
Yes.
There's
sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
great.
First things first, you see that there are security defenses on the floor below you.
Okay.
That you can access through this panel. There are remote controlled guns in the ceiling, in the hallways, and downstairs.
Okay.
Because you have access to the guns, you have to access to the gun sensors, which are IR.
Okay.
So it's a little bit weird to see an IR because it literally sees an IR.
Okay.
But you can see there's several hallways, and there is the area you're in right now doesn't even take up this entire floor. The area below you takes up the entire level.
Okay.
So it's very big. And there is the IR there is some interference on the IR cameras, which means there's something on the other side of the security doors that is letting off a lot of electromagnetic field.
Which is the thing that we're looking for, right? The bars, mayhaps?
Possibly.
Okay.
But you can also see that there is a node inside security. And this node is formidable.
This is like a node that's so formidable in terms of how secure it is? Or
well, because you can see that this node has basically enhanced security on it. It has several programs that are already running on it constantly. There's and the AI probably activated them. So it's got the equivalent of FLAC. It's got the equivalent of, other things like that. So it's going to be very hard to gain access to this node just to be able to see what's in it. You'll be able to take control of the node if you gain access to it. But
yeah. So
something in that node is very important.
Bowie really, like, her curiosity, it is on fire. She wants this thing, but she's also like, but I just narrowly escaped this AI earlier.
But the good news is you now have control of the security hall guns, and there is also a dispenser system in the ceilings and the floors of the floor below you and on this floor that will dispense one of 2 things.
Okay.
Knockout gas or neurotoxin.
All right. So Bowie is you see her get a little annoyed, she makes a little annoyed face, but she is determined to get into the system. This is what Anna's saying, because Anna's right there, and you just see her fingers moving quickly, and then a grin spreads across her face as she gains entry and gets past the AI, and she's like, try harder next time, Choom. And then for flavor, may I please just start blasting some trap shit. Some cyber trap shit
over the speakers in the building.
Yes, over the speakers in the building.
All right.
Listen,
So-
if Jester can get glitter, give me some music.
Oh
That's
no,
fine.
hell yeah! I was gonna say, you basically get some hardcore German techno industrial comes blasting over the speakers for no apparent fucking reason, and Bowie's grinning from ear to ear.
Yes.
Well,
Always having
hopefully
a
at this
blast.
point, the gangs have like started their thing, so that might even
Mhm.
like,
Yeah.
like a
And then-
signal for them.
So, additional question: I cannot do the nerve gas or knockout gas thing until my next action. Is that correct?
Right. You cannot use
Wait,
any of the
so-
facility stuff below.
Yeah. These are just options for me for
Yeah.
when I got it.
Yeah.
Great.
You do
That's
know
what I
that
wanted
you
to be
did
sure I
notice
understood.
one thing though. There's no lethal except for the nerve gas. There's nothing other,
Mhm.
no other lethal things on this level.
Okay. And I think Bowie is going to relay that information, and she's also going to relay this because she needs someone with more of a strategic brain than she is, because she knows herself, and she's going to touch the big red button because that's what she likes to do. She's going to send a message to Chris and be like, hey, Miss Grumpy Pants, can you give me some advice here? Choom, do you mind? There's some security here that I'm not really sure about, but I want to touch it. I want to push the button. Should I push the button?
So, sweetie, you are standing right next to me.
She completely. So I'm sorry. I'm not used to being in meat space that often.
I'm
So
going to pretend to know what that means. What do you want? You want me to shoot him again?
No, it's not a thing you can shoot. It's in the net. There's a.
You want me
Uh,
to shoot computer? I will shoot computer.
No, don't do that. That's bad.
Oh, what do you want?
Just got the music going, okay?
I just got the music going.
Yes, I saw your smile. You're very happy. You're glowing. What do you want?
Well, there's an extra security note in here, and I don't know what it does. And I want to find out, but I don't know if that's a good idea. So I need someone who
Do I
is
look
a little
like I
more
know?
practical than me because I want to touch it.
Touch it. What's worse that'll happen?
And now you understand that you should not probably have asked Chris for advice on this one.
Might blow up. Might not. Might call more people to shoot. I don't know.
All right.
The
So,
safest
I'm gonna-
person to ask is Anna.
I'm going to stop you there because that's a pretty long conversation.
Yes, that's a whole other conversation.
The poor Arasaka guy who has been horrifically shot is going to attempt to return fire. You have cover, but you shot him through the fucking gut and left a bullet inside him. He's kind of annoyed and probably dying. So he's going to try and fire at you. Christ, where are you, Christ? There you are. Yeah.
If I say no,
Really
that one?
loud? Chris,
if I
what was
don't
your
believe,
If you don't believe, what was your initiative again, Chris? I'm sorry.
13.
13, got it. I messed up and took you out of the initiative order instead of targeting you. Thank you. All right. Now I will shoot you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I just thought you want to know. So he is going to have plenty of negatives because that foreign object does what? Suffer.
Yeah, the
damage.
foreign object is he's got to
Oh,
move.
he's going to suffer more if he moves, yeah.
If he moves more than 2 spaces, he takes 5 more points of damage directly
Egads.
to his HP.
And he is probably going to do that after he shoots. So, first shot,
He's probably seriously wounded too, so he's got a -2 to this.
yes. And he rolled a 7. Well, actually, no, it automatically took the -2 off. That's nice.
Why did it take the -2 off?
Because there's a critical injury you can put on the guy, so it automatically it marks his wounds. So it says seriously wounded on his character sheet. So it's automatically subtracting it from the roll.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay,
Yeah.
all right, good.
I told you, I love this program. Firing a second shot. He actually got a 13 on that one.
Mm-mm.
All right.
So that actually hits at. No, it doesn't, because you have cover as well, which gives that just gives her extra HP, or
No, this is the way cover works. Either you're in cover, in which case he has to blow through the cover, or you're not in cover.
all right. So
there's no bonus or anything.
So now I got to roll damage, and if he can get through the cover, then he can hit her. If not, it's nothing.
Well, if he gets through the cover, he can start hitting her next round because cover lasts even with 1 HP.
Oh, got it. Sounds
Cover's
like
very
a plan
important
to
in this
me. Oh, no. He didn't blow through the cover. Yeah, it's a reinforced door. No way. It's got like 21 hit points. All right, so there's that. He is going to move. How far is he going to move? 1, 2, 3.
5 points of damage.
He moves. Oh, he has. It's more than 2. I thought it was more than 4. Ow, fuck.
More than 2, he takes 5 directly to his HP.
Yeah.
Armor didn't stop it.
Okay, so he's still alive. But he gets over to the door. And when he gets over the door at the security panel by the door, he basically just, pulls out a swipe badge and just puts it on the little door panel. And then he basically hits a panic button.
Oh, shit.
And you see yellow lights in the ceiling start spinning, and the building is going to fill with gas, but not on his next turn.
Question.
Yes.
Since I have control of systems, can I allow that to happen?
On your turn, you can stop it.
Got it.
Because it won't happen until his next turn.
Got it.
So,
I should have given myself nasal filters.
yeah. And then, Jester, you're up.
Yay! It's actually closer, which is great.
Yeah.
So Jester has both the lovely, lovely claws and the lovely, lovely feet, both of which serve a very similar purpose, which is going to allow Jester to very creepily climb out of this vent on the ceiling to get above this man.
Okay.
And then Jester is going...
I don't know what that was.
I blame the ferrets.
The ferret's over there. No, that
Oh,
was
no,
the
never
Xbox
mind.
doing something. I was like, hello.
Is the Xbox doing
Um,
something?
And once Jester is on the ceiling above this man, it's gonna drop to use lovely, lovely claws to attack next.
All right. You will actually be able to attack. Your movement is... You have enough movement to do everything you just said. So you are basically now adjacent to him, because after you attack him, you will fall off him and stand somewhere to one of the squares around him. Your choice.
Must I?
Okay, fine. And then so go ahead. Do you know how to target someone on the Foundry?
I'm not gonna use Foundry to roll
Perfectly
fucking
fine.
anything. I don't
Perfectly
fucking
fine.
trust it after
Yeah.
after the.
There are many
initials
people who
it gave me.
hate electronic dice rollers.
Digital dice rollers, man. It's a
I have no-
conspiracy.
I have no problem with them. This one just seems to hate me. I don't trust that shit.
Oh, I
Can
thought
I-
roll 20,
Can I ask a
actually.
question? Does this guy see Jester coming at all?
No.
Okay, then he can't even evade. So if you
Nope.
want to, you can go straight for the head.
That's
and
the
get
goal.
Get him.
extra damage. Yeah.
Now, what that does increase your target number in some way?
No, it doesn't, because he doesn't see him. Melee combat is the only way that you can get off that silent kill.
Oh,
Because
not
if they
eat my
don't
dice.
see it,
Why
Stop,
do you
don't,
think I
why-
built Chester the way that I did?
have fun! Have fun
Um,
storming the Arasaka security guy.
Cool. So I
Meanwhile, I'm trying to keep my cat from eating my dice. Like,
Cats are so smart.
they are.
will find my character sheet. I will roll the thingy. So what do I roll? Do I have to roll to hit for this?
Yes,
you don't roll it. No, you don't roll to hit.
What?
There's no point. The guy cannot see, he cannot defend. The only thing you
Perfect.
can defend is evasion. And you can't use evasion if you don't see the attacker.
Okay.
So it's basically just roll damage.
Oh, I didn't know it was that deadly. That's insane.
Let's go.
I told you
Get
this
'em,
game's deadly,
Jester.
but it can be deadly for the NPCs too.
It's really hard to get an ambush off, but when you do, it's a silent kill, basically.
The world's deadliest manicure. World's deadliest mani-pedi. Okay.
They're making meaningful faces.
What happens when you roll double sixes again?
You get a crit,
Mhm.
Yeah.
And you're rolling your crit off of the head chart, which is much worse. You also do double damage.
Yes.
So that's 24 to this guy who probably didn't even have 20 HP.
No, he did not.
It's 24.
No, he
And
had over
what do
20
I-
He had over 20 HP, but someone gut shot him.
So what do I roll on the head chart? What
I don't know,
I
but do you
roll
want his
for that?
head?
Roll 2d6.
I want
if you
his head. Can I have his head?
You can have his
But can I
head.
have his head in a very specific way? Can I have fun with this?
No, you've done so much. He had 3 hit points left.
Do tell.
Oh, joy.
Hang on 1 second. Ladies and gentlemen, body horror and possible horrifying things. Remember, we're an adult stream. If you're not 18, you're 12, get out.
I will give a double thumbs up once it is done, just so that people can mute and come back.
Once it is done. Because it's happening, ladies and gentlemen.
It is happening. I'm very excited. So essentially how this whole thing goes down is Jester's watching everyone from the vent. And then Jester watches this guy go over, watches him start doing his thing, and Jester does that creepy crawl thing out of the vent where Jester, for those of you who might not remember, might not know, his art is up on my Twitter if you would like to see what he looks like. He has these owl-esque cybernetic feet, and he has these claws, and that's how he's getting across the ceiling. And then he's a contortionist. So once he gets up there, he puts his hands kind of closer down to his feet, and he bends his body backwards to get a good upside down look at his target before he drops that way. And from dropping that way, he gets a grip on this man's head. And the momentum carries him behind the man, which then pulls the man's head from his jaw up. And Jester is left standing behind him with this facing everyone else, holding this man's severed head in his hands. And he turns, and the last thing he does is he looks over to the other guard, and he grins.
So glad I'm in net space right now.
Chris
You can-
looks over and goes,
Oh my god! The only thing that's made Chris laugh is terrible. Okay, so after that trauma, we're gonna take a break for like 10 minutes and compose
Gotta go bleach my
ourselves.
brain.
Yeah, we'll be
Everybody
right
roll
back.
1d6 if you lose humanity.
Huh?
Everybody roll 1d6 for trauma-based humanity loss.
There you go. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. second, I forgot. I had to manually unmute TikTok. It's kind of annoying, but hello, we're back. All right, so we finished off that round of combat with only one combatant standing. Because one combatant just got his head parted from him in a most violent fashion. So I'll make him dead. Bishi, well, technically two combats standing because your combatant is still alive. He's in pain. Bishi, what are you doing? Or what is Anna doing?
I mean, she's going to finish this guy off. He has a choice. He can either pull up his shield or he can try to evade the hit.
So the guy in front of you?
Yeah, the guy in front of me with the riot shield. He can either use the shield or evade.
He's going to use the shield.
The shield, then, okay, then I'll just roll damage on the brawl attack. And I may teach him a little lesson about combat a little too late for him to know. Okay, so the damage on the punch, unarmed with the shield. Oh wait, I have to target the token. Okay.
Yeah, you right click on the token and then you hit the little bullseye. It's the bottom left one.
Okay, I think I got it. Yeah.
Yep, you do.
All right.
Because it gives me a little dot that shows you target him.
And roll for damage.
There we go. Arasaka security.
Okay, and that's 13 points of damage, which should break through the shield. Because those shields only have 10 HP.
Yep. And he
And-
is going to be taking.
No, he doesn't take any.
No,
He doesn't take any.
It goes off of his armor, which already took 3, right?
No.
What?
He had cover. Once you got cover, is yes or no.
Yeah.
So the cover, she smashes through the shield. He takes no damage, but he has no shield.
Shield destroyed. Got it.
Yes, and now she's going to try to hit him with a martial arts attack. And now he gets to use his evasion.
And now he will use his evasion because that sounds terrifying.
But yeah, he just saw me crack a shield with my
Yeah.
bare hand.
I was gonna say, yeah. You just smashed a riot shield. He's gonna try and evade just out of like natural human response to terror. No, he failed miserably.
Okay. And
Poor
roll the damage.
Now this
On
does
that-
come off his armor, right?
Yes, his armor is halved, and it already took 1 hit, so right now his armor is only taking off 5 of the damage.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see.
Mark could set damage.
And I did 20 points of damage, minus the 5, so that's 15. But I also crit.
Oh, God.
So
Does that mean? Does that crit the initial amount of 20, so it's 40 minus the 5
no,
is 35?
no. Crits only do 5 additional damage.
Oh, okay.
But you get to roll off the crit chart, which does worse things.
Got it. You got a 6.
Yeah, let's see. A 6. Broken arm. Yeah, and so she smashed the shield, and then he kind of like, I get the idea that he probably brought up his arm with the gun on it to sort of block the thing, and then her other hand just came down and snapped at the arm.
I was gonna say, I've gotten a collapsed lung, a broken rib. I'm really gonna have to start rolling this because finally got broken arm because I can't just pick it,
Okay.
and I have to keep on going through the entire list.
So he's taken 15 more points of damage. The shield is
Gone.
his armor's down. Yeah.
His armor's down
shield
to
is
5,
gone.
so he took 10 points of damage total.
No,
No,
he took 15. I already took out the 5. I did 20 points of damage,
Mm-hmm.
and his armor only took out 5.
Right.
So he took 15 points of damage.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
She.
And because I hit him with both a brawl and a martial arts attack, not that it matters because his arm is broken, but just for the hell of it, let's roll the martial arts skill. Confirm. Yeah, I grab his gun, and I grab his gun and I toss it to Chris.
Nice.
It's a present. All right, so yeah, he's horribly damaged. So, are you done smashing this poor boy?
Yeah. That's pretty much all I can do at this point.
I don't know what he's gonna do. He's probably gonna attempt to hit you, but he's gonna probably try to brawl you because he can't pull his assault rifle around. All right.
Yeah, he can try to punch.
Oh, I forgot to target you. And he only has 1 attack on brawl, right?
No, he should have 2 attacks.
Oh, he missed on the first one.
Well, I mean, I haven't even rolled.
Oh, sorry. I got a 12.
Okay, 12. So he probably misses unless I have a bad day, which is always possible in this game. No.
No, you didn't. So he's going to use his second attack. He got the same number. Yeah.
And I almost had the same number.
Yep. No, that was fine. He's feebly swinging at you out of desperation, and yeah, nothing happens.
That one broken arm is just kind of flailing back
Are
and
there
forth.
attacks of opportunity in this game?
There are not attacks of opportunity. So
So-
if he wants to use his move, he can totally.
At least he doesn't have any
Jet.
internal injuries.
Yeah.
What is he gonna do? Shit, he's only got really one place he can go.
But is he? How wounded is he? Is he
He's
seriously?
seriously wounded. His movement is halved.
Actually, I don't know. Let me check. I forgot about that one. Seriously wounded, and no, it's just -2 to all actions.
Okay.
It's only when he's mortally wounded that your movement drops by 6.
So Chris, he is actually out in the hallway with you guys now.
Oh no.
And he's looking at you, and he is like fucking hauling for the stairs. But he's only got like 2 more points of movement, so he's barely past you guys before he's done. All right, so that is his turn. Hi, Thrall, or Chris, it's your turn.
So he's running to get away.
Yeah. He has literally his assault rifle is still slung on his back, but he's not even going for it. He's just freaking hauling.
Ugh. 21 to hit him.
He has to use evasion. Ick.
That's he's gone. That's a hit for sure.
Let's see how gone.
Let me use my evasion real quick.
So wait, does he have reflexes of 8?
No.
Then he can't dodge bullets.
Shit, he has reflexes of 7. Uh-oh.
Well, I didn't get crits on this one, but
Is his armor still considered half? Or is it full?
No,
full for ranged.
But his armor's down by 3, so he's only got 8 armor right
Yeah.
18.
So 10. And yeah, I know. What happens when you shoot him because he goes down?
So I look over and I see him running by, right?
Yep.
It's almost a lazy, lift it up, fire, and just, ugh. And looking at Bowie, did you press button?
My initiative. I'm on the back of the initiative order. What do you
Yeah.
want from me?
So
But that's how I end doing everything, is just a very callous, oh, you're running? Ew.
so we have to stay in initiative until Bowie gets done.
Yep.
Don't mind me. I'm just here.
But that's how I end it. It's just,
Yay.
You need a plus. There it is. All right. So Bowie, it's going to use its first action to attempt to hit you.
Banhammer.
Yeah, it comes on your action.
Dang it.
Its action, it's going to. It actually doesn't even make it past your defense, I don't think.
Yay. Thank God.
Yeah, it's okay. There it is. A number you add to your defense checks made by the program. Give me one moment.
It's fine. I don't want to die.
You don't want to die?
No.
What type of attitude is that? Everyone should be willing to die in a glorious manner. What's the defense on your deck again?
Where do I see that?
Let me pull your sheet up. Should be able to find it.
Cyber deck. There it is.
I need to go through and get my sheets sorted.
Hmm. Cyber. Oh, there it is. Got it. Cyber deck. I didn't know the cyber deck took 2 slots.
Well, I have 9 slots in my cyber deck total. The 2 empty slots are for the other programs that don't go.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
What are the other 2 programs?
The Black Ice programs that I couldn't
Got it,
find.
got it.
Yeah.
Oh, I finally found out how to make those, by the way.
Yay!
Banhammer. defender flak, and defender shield, and that's it. Okay, got it. All right, so it actually, the first one doesn't even do anything because it was a really horrible roll, and it's going to use its next action for its black ice roll, and actually no, secondary actions coming up, and it activates that, and that's its last action. So this time, instead of hitting you twice, the black ice only hit you once. So something else happened. All right, so Bowie, you're up.
Great. Do I know what that something else is, or do
you won't know it until it hits you?
Great. That's wonderful. I am gonna do some shit. Hold on, because that's terrifying. I gotta read what Van Hammer does again, because it's got a black ice program rezzed, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I would.
And it apparently just res something else.
Okay, so for my first action, because I get 3 actions, the first action I would like to use is Van Hammer, on the Black Ice program that's rezzed.
Got it.
It deals 3d6 res to non-Black Ice, 2d6 res to Black Ice.
Got it.
So let me get my 2d6.
And I'm gonna get my Black Ice stats out.
That's a 5 and a 6. So that's 11 points of damage. Yeah, buddy.
I don't think this Black Ice survived that. It's got a defense, so hang on a second.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you roll for the hit?
It was a 5 and a 6.
It's
so
11? Oh,
11 points.
That makes it through. Where'd it go? There it is. Nope. It is... No, it's actually pretty good. Not that bad, but it's already taken. Okay, so nope, never mind. That's not good. Yeah.
Okay.
So the black ice just shatters like crystal.
Mm-hmm.
And
great.
You know that it's basically derezzed.
Great. Okay.
So there's may still be something coming, but it's not going to happen until next round. So you have 2 actions left.
Okay, I think she wants the node. She's going to push the button. Because
Okay.
Chris told her to, and why would Chris tell her to do anything dangerous?
Remember the node that you already have access to, the actual knockout gas has been activated.
Oh, that's right.
So
I
you
gotta
have
take
to
care
use
of
an
that.
action to stop it.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop that.
Okay. So now you have 1 action left.
Yes. So I'm gonna stop that, the knockout gas, and now I want the button.
Which pieces of software do you have currently rezzed?
Well, let's see.
Black
well,
Ice
I guess,
and one other, right?
Yeah, before I go for the button, actually, I might put a soft hold on that. Just because we still have guys. We have guys upstairs and downstairs, and I know how dangerous the downstairs floor is. Can I, instead of doing that, because Bowie's not dumb. She wants that button, but she also knows that we got shit to do.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to release one of the gases downstairs and kind of release them. I don't know if I can do both floors because
remember this is an anteroom on this floor. You have control of the individual gas dispensers. You can release the gas in the rooms beyond this door that's right in front of you.
I'm gonna do that. I'm pretty much she's releasing the gas like everywhere but where they're at.
Okay, so basically. All the floor below you and the rest of this floor are going to be gassed with.
I think I'm gonna go nerve gas. Let's
nerve
grab
gas
it like you
kills
broke it. So,
all right.
And like you just hear Bowie is like focused in her element. She's just like humming a tune. How Quicksilver just randomly saves people and like has his headphones and shit on. That's pretty much Bowie right now. She's like,
I'm just murdering people.
Yeah, that's her.
All right, so you guys actually hear the thrum of like some kind of air compressor device, and you see that you can't see it. You hear a thrum of something. There's a hiss, and then after a couple seconds, something thumps into the other side of the door. And you hear there's some banging on the door. Bowie, are you gonna look into the cameras?
Mm-hmm.
You see a bunch of people in lab coats their bodies are twisting and contorting because the nerve gas. I don't know if you ever have heard of what nerve gas does to somebody. But some types of nerve gas, the effects are so horrible that they snap their own spines.
Ooh.
This isn't that bad, but they're not dying in a painless manner. But everyone on the other side of that door is wearing lab coats and uniforms.
Bowie pretty much says that. She's like, the people on the other side of that door are wearing lab coats and uniforms, and immediately dissociates from this entire situation.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, that's what happens when you use bug spray.
There is also one other thing.
Mm-hmm.
When you look in there, on the other side of that door, there's a long hallway that goes all the way to the end of this room.
Mm-hmm.
Inside this area, there is one room that's got 4 separate long cask-like devices. There is another room that has 5 different infusion chairs. You know what an infusion chair is? It's kind of like where they go to give you medical process injections, dialysis, stuff like that.
Okay.
The big chair with a thing where you put your arm down and everything like that.
Okay.
My favorite chair, yes.
Yeah.
Hydrate.
Hydrate.
I did. I took a sip.
Yeah. And then
Be sip.
this is on the north side of the hallway. Okay. At the very end of the north side of the hallway, there is what looks to be a small surgical theater. On the south side of the hallway, there is a very large office with a lot of chairs along one wall, and there is a very, very large, what looks to be a vault door. Like it is 10 feet wide, and it's a single door. And then the other 2 rooms on the south wall are 2 different separate surgical autopsy tables. Each one of them has a body on it currently that is definitely not alive. And they are different stages of having had autopsies performed on them.
Okay.
And you can see all this. It's kind of like in a weird spectrum of color, like on the reddish and gray frames, because you're seeing this in,
Net space.
Yeah.
And I think again, Bowie relays this information to everyone. Like she just sends it out to everybody.
By the way, we're out of combat too. Sorry.
Oh yeah, she just sends it out to everybody and says, I think the thing that we want might be behind the big safe door. Maybe. And the German trap is still going, which is the best part of all of this.
Bowie.
Yeah.
You murdering a whole group of people, was that from pressing the button?
Kind of.
Good for you. Good for you.
I mean, I never said I wouldn't. They were just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Whatever it takes.
How long is that gas going to be in there?
Oh,
when does it?
You can vent it out actually.
Okay.
I'm assuming that Bowie is going to let it run long enough to make sure no one moves and then vent it out.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, job's a job, Choom. Just got to get shit done.
That's what I always say, and people get mad.
Well, I guess they haven't been hit in this city very long.
All right, so you guys going to go through the entrance there?
Yeah.
Go ahead and open the door.
And Anna's going to pick up the riot shield, the one that didn't get busted.
Got it.
So she's sort of like 2-fisting shields at the moment.
What about the guy you're carrying?
Why am I marked as being
He's still
dead?
alive. It's up to him. I mean, at this point.
You just drop him?
No, I'm carrying him too. I have 2 hands.
How many hit points does he have?
He has
he only took 1 point of damage.
He only took 1 point of damage. He's still he's okay.
I mean, that 1 point of damage made him look like he's really miserable, and it would be merciful and just kind.
Yeah, but apparently we're not being merciful today, are we, Chris?
Put his head in the nerve gas. It'll be fine.
He's better protected.
Use him as a canary.
Alive.
Throw him in and see if it's cleared.
Throw him in and see if all the gas is gone.
Oh, God.
Gonna disappear back into the vents.
Okay, yeah. I'm going forward. I got him on one. I've got him and the shield, and she's just moving forward. towards the vault, but also listening to whatever Bowie describes as like what we should be looking
So
out.
the doors on the left and the right are closed. According to Bowie's description, the first door on the left is one with the 4 long tanks in it. The first door on the right is one of the autopsy chambers. The second door on the right is the other autopsy chamber. The door on the second door on the left is the dialysis center, basically. The last door on the left is the surgical theater, and the 2 doors on the right are the office, and the door at the end of the hall is a bathroom.
Okay. We're just gonna
Everyone
like.
should go before we leave, just so you know.
We should go before we leave. I don't want anyone saying they have to go once we get in the car. I'm tired of that shit.
Anna's taking a peek in the surgical room, just real quick.
Okay.
Scanning. She's looking for something specific.
She goes all the way down to the surgical room.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That's the last door on the left.
It's the last door on the left.
Yeah. The single door on the left there. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
So where's
She
everyone else
takes-
going?
Echo's just gonna Jester's gonna call down from like peek head out of the vent is gonna call down. Where are we going?
To the
The hell
bottom.
if we
He's
don't
checking
change our
something.
ways.
Yeah. I think Bowie just sends you coordinates.
To where?
I think that's the thing we could do.
my
To
God.
well,
Where
not
the
coordinates,
safe is?
like the description that she gave. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
The
you-
office building with the vault is where we're eventually headed.
yeah.
Yes.
The big office at the end of the hall to the right.
Anna's gonna take a quick peek in the surgical thing.
Mm-hmm.
She's just looking to see if there's any cyber tech or anything like that in there that might be
None.
useful.
You see that there is a very large refrigerated case against the wall on the back right corner there, and it has a lot of test vials in it that are all labeled. You'd have to go across and read them because they're vials, but that's about the only thing really big in here. There is a hospital bed with straps and everything on it behind that little screen, and there is all the tools in that other cabinet there for a small surgical, like I said, a small surgical setup. And there is one person in here who is dead because there's people.
You're welcome.
There's people all over the place dead.
Oh,
But there's no one who's not in a uniform in this room dead.
Are there any important looking badges on them that we could take?
They all have security badges.
Start grabbing those as keeping an eye on things, like clearing the room, just making sure we're not having any unexpected guests, but we don't know if we're going to need a key card. So
Gotcha. A lot of them have actual augmentation that's based around like increasing manual dexterity, vision acute enhancements, and everything like that. But they're not. None of them are super heavily chromed out. It looks like it's more stuff for what the work they do.
I'm going to ask a really grim question. How valuable are some of the optical augmentations?
Very, but it's also very hard to successfully remove those unless you
Alright.
have a med
You have
tech.
to be a med tech. You have to
I
be a
can't
med
just
tech
pull it out. Got it.
Yeah, you can't just rip it out because they're very sensitive instruments.
Take it. All right, got it. Never
You
mind.
cut their head off and take it with you.
That's a bulky item compared to just
bulky
pulling
item.
out an eye.
This is not the
Oh,
situation.
God, that sounded so jaded.
My
just-
tech in another cyberpunk game, we came across a guy with a cybernetic skull, and like my tech just screamed across the comms, "Save the skull!"
See, it's
So-
funny that we're talking about removing heads like that because the fantasy game that I just finished, that's kind of what they were yelling at each other about because they were fighting Gorgons and you have to save the head because the eyes are valuable. And one of the rogues had stabbed the eye out. And
I
like,
was just gonna say, if this turns out to, it's funny you talk about removing heads. I was on this date once.
Day one. Jester once getting confirmation of where they're going to be headed. Pops out, gives a little like thumbs up from in the vents, and then starts
You hear the
bench shuffling as quietly as possible
Mhm.
through these vents.
Okay.
Can I roll for stealth?
Absolutely.
Yay! I just want to know if Jester goes into this vent and it's just silence after.
So as you're making your way through the vents, you notice one thing. There is on this, the central vent goes down the length of the hallway, and then there's offshoot vents that go to each one of the rooms, right?
Yes.
Because this is the central AC system. As you go through, at the end of the hallway, you can see that there is a very large vent coming down into the other vents, because you're going all the way down to the office.
Yes.
The actual access to that going up or going down, going down to the next floor. The actual access going down has a very heavy steel grate across the top of it.
Cool. Okay.
And it's got icicles forming on it.
Cool. So that stealth was an 18.
That is a lot of stealth. You're very cool.
Skittish.
Skittish.
Okay.
The funny thing is, you can now go indoors without opening them.
Yeah. Jester is kind of going to be reporting back through the comms and everything, through the headset, everything that they're seeing as they go through. They're going to report back on this central thing. It's heavy. And does it sound like there's no living life in the room below?
There's no noise coming from anywhere below you,
Perfect. That's great. How do I want to try this?
There's deer in my backyard. My cat's just staring at them. I'm like, what are you gonna do to deer? You're a fucking cat.
It's trying to think of its predator ways.
I know. All right, what are you doing, Jester?
Gonna try to literally claw through this hefty thing.
Oh, that's gonna be hard.
Well,
I'm assuming so. I'm also really good at it.
Okay.
Is it electronically locked though?
No, it's actually not.
Okay.
It's mechanically locked.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Can't hack it. Sorry.
Yeah. So all right. So we're gonna get to that roll in a second.
Okay.
I want Chris. Where have you gone in all this? You're muted.
We left and went into the area that had been gassed. I gathered up the tags
Cards.
and everything.
Yeah.
Anna had moved to check more stuff. Our target, what we need to get to, is still further in, correct?
You assume it is, because you know there's at least one more floor of this place from what Bowie's told you.
Okay.
And from what Bowie's told you, the next floor down has more personnel in it.
Turn around and look at Bowie. Question for you.
Yeah. What's up?
This mass art. Look at all the corpses that you did. Can you do it again?
Probably if I have the right access to the systems.
Floor below. Take care of a lot of problems.
Let me see if I have access. Does she have access to the whole building, or is it just?
No,
Yeah.
no, just these two floors and the
Just these
security
two
cameras on the roof.
Okay, so I just have access to these two floors and the security cameras on the roof.
One thing you can tell, by the way, from that access, these two floors and the roof are their own secure subsystem in the building.
So I think Arasaka might be trying to hide something, because these two floors are basically their own thing.
Yes, money.
Yeah, no, they're you don't understand. They have their own systems. So I have access to the systems that are here specifically on these two floors.
Except for the one.
Except for this one button that I didn't push because I thought it was more important for us to not die.
So can you or can you not gas all the people in our way?
The answer is no. I have to hack the system, and then it will be yes. That's the line. That's the yeah.
I look over at Anna. What should we do?
Well, I was thinking first things first, we check out that vault that we heard about on the off chance that there's something tasty inside. And then after that,
We can't spend more time here than is necessary. We've got a countdown.
I don't think there's going to take too much time to take down the vault.
So you
Go hug it
basically-
and open it.
You basically have gone through about 5 minutes at most.
And we have 10 till Arasaka gets here.
No, you have
Uh,
10 until Arasaka knows something's wrong.
Right. Is there a way? Here's my question: is there a way to fake a signal to Arasaka that everything's fine? Can I do a dummy signal?
If you had had, because there's going to be access codes transmitted, etc., and most of those access codes are what the human portion of the failsafe is. Only the people know. They're not encoded anywhere. They're not trapped. They're not written anywhere. They're in somebody's head, probably the head of security, and probably
Can I hack somebody's head?
No.
Can pull it. They can't just pull a chip out. Anyway.
If they stored it in one of the data chips in their head, then yes. But that's another thing that's not allowed. You only memorize your codes in meat space.
Gotcha. So I cast Speak with Dead.
Let me try this vault real quick. I want to see how sturdy it is. If I
I'm
can
just being dumb now. It's great.
get some leeway onto it, then we'll deal with that. And if not, we'll just move on.
All right. So
If
you
it looks
come
like it's
into
gonna
the
be
room, and this is this is a very sturdy vault. But you also know that it can't be that fucking sturdy because you're still in a multi-story building, and banks and shit make sure their vaults are in the basement or on bedrock because vaults weigh multiple tons. So this is probably a door with a reinforced room behind it. If you can't destroy the door, you could probably destroy the walls around it.
That's what I was thinking. Because basically, since it can't evade, I can do an aimed strike specifically for the edges and try and just take the wall from that end. So as opposed to hitting it where it's like it's got 50 HP as steel, thick steel, I can hit it where it's thin, where it'd be like 25.
Yeah. Well, it's basically reinforced plascrete, so it's if you're doing estimates. In fact, let's do this. This is easier. You have skills. Why don't we use them? Anna, let me see what you got.
My skills. I have skills, and my skills are destroying things.
I need you to make me a science check.
Science?
Yeah.
Well, that's something that Anna's not going to do well in. 1 second.
Is there a help action here?
Actually, there isn't.
Huh.
Well, there is. I can do
is there?
some, like, you can do something that will give me like a +1. It's called.
Well, I was gonna say, like, does Bowie have access to Spoogle or whatever the
Spoogle?
cyberpunk version? Google.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're accessing Spoogle. It has nothing to do and is in no way copyright infringing on any type of search engines or any other devices that may come in contact with our brains later. Okay, so Anna, what are you going to do? Oh, would you guys stop yelling at each other? My cats are yelling.
I mean, I will roll, but yeah.
I am literally going through all the other skills available, and I don't think there's anything else that could really apply.
I've got an 8. I don't think that there's going to be you know what? She's going to punch it. She's going to punch it out of frustration because she's on berserk right now, and there's nothing else to kill.
There's nothing else to kill.
Yeah. So she's going to use martial arts and punch this thing.
Punch away. Just roll the damage.
And she's specifically targeting it where it is at its weakness, at its weakest.
Which is going to be basically the frame around the door for the most part, where it mounts into the wall.
Right. Yeah. So as opposed to like 50 HP, it should have about 25 or 20. If you said it was plasteel?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's about 20. Okay. So roll for damage. That's 14. The whole thing should shake.
You guys hear the incredible impact of Anna just pulling back, growling, and slamming their fist into the wall. And like shards of plascrete go everywhere.
And I'll take another swing. Because it's rate of fire too, so I both at the same time. So yeah, 28 points of damage.
Okay. So you basically, on one side of it, you have broken a lot of the plasticrete away from the door frame. You know that you could start pulling on the door and probably topple it out, but it would probably be easier to like break the other side free the same way, because then then the weight of the door would help you more than anything else to get it out of there.
Right, and this only because of the way combat works in this game, this is only taking 6 seconds.
Yeah,
so.
no, absolutely.
If she was working a real job, she'd be in construction.
Yeah.
Bowie,
as she's smashing the walls, there's a security pad right beside the door, but she smashes it, so it's too late.
I mean, I was gonna. At this, there's a point. I feel like Bowie's watching, and Bowie just realizes that maybe Anna has some pent up rage.
Just gonna let Anna have this one. It's all Anna.
I will say that, Chris, you probably noticed that Anna is a little more aggressive than she usually is. Usually, she's a little more standoffish, especially when it comes to like fighting people. Because when she punches somebody, like really hard, like she's going to rip their head apart. And there was no hesitation you saw in her. You've never seen her punch someone like that before. Something is up.
I just absent-mindedly to Bowie. She's really going through it today.
maybe like we can just get her some chocolate. That makes it better sometimes.
I assume the thing comes down now at this point because I got 27 on the other side.
Yeah, no. So now it's basically a matter of you take a few moments to apply your strength to it, and you're pulling the door down. Before the door comes down, though, we're gonna go back to Jester in the vents. Jester's
in the walls.
Jester in the walls. So you're standing you're kind of like crouched over the steel grate. I'm assuming you're going to use your claws to try and cut through the bars.
Yeah.
All right. So you're just going to roll damage.
Okay.
Because you don't have to roll an attack.
Cool. That didn't suck.
How many's?
6 and a 5.
So it's 11. You rake your claws across it. You basically are just furiously trying to cut into it. There's sparks. You cut good-sized gouges, but then when you go to try the bars to see if you weaken it enough, it's still holding together.
That sucks. Are they below me now?
They are in the room directly to the right, where the duck goes to the right. So they're in that room over there, and you can hear Anna. She's pounding the wall down.
Good for her. That's literally something that Jester says out loud. Like, good for her.
By the way, we had another hydrate.
I saw, bastard.
I was just gonna.
Red Solo Cup, badass.
Yes, for Cyberpunk.
But once Jester kind of hears that Anna is doing what Anna seems to do best, Jester's gonna scuttle their way through the vents to where they are, since they seem to have it handled. And Jester's gonna hop down, peek out, and ask, "Is this our final destination?"
No.
It's a quick detour.
Detour. Got it. And we'll pull out a little glitter and just go. And Jester's gonna hang around. It's gonna be within like talking distance. It's gonna be hanging out backwards out of the vent.
Okay. You're not gonna finish up with the grates?
They don't need to.
Okay. Let's check.
I mean, if everyone else is already getting through the wall, there's no point.
Oh, the wall doesn't go up; it just goes sideways into a vault.
Oh, so the other room. So why was I going into that room?
Because that's going down.
Right, that's why. Jester will change nothing. Then Jester remembers they had a task they were doing, and quickly goes right, and dips back into the vent to keep
Gotcha.
trying with this grade.
Well, because you get. The reason I was asking is because you technically get 2 attacks, because you have 2 hands.
Oh yes. Oh, I love learning new things.
Melee, you get 2 attacks because you have 2 hands. If you're using a
Yep.
pistol, it has a rate of fire. If you're using a machine gun, it has a rate of fire, etc., etc.
Also depends on the weapon, whether or not it's a two-hander
Yeah.
and so on.
Well, Jester has 2 claws,
Remember.
It,
Uh, So that's another 9.
and that makes a total of 20. No, 20. Okay. You have destroyed enough of the bars that you figure one good kick will cause them to collapse in. Or you can just leave it like that to where you can collapse anytime you want, or you can finish it off and collapse it in.
You go ahead and finish it off. They have no fear of falling. They can just hang on.
Oh no, it's it's a downward vent, but it's not huge, and it
Nice.
basically goes. You're going through the wall somewhat in the vent. So you kick the vent down, and it goes down into the. But you can hear it clatter away, and it doesn't seem to fall very far. And you can see down below you the reflection of it is in another duct that is probably in the ceiling of another room below you.
Duct.
Duct.
So I do want to say while Jester is away, Jester is still keeping in contact kind of over
you're-
the headset.
I will tell you this: you're literally 20 feet away from them. You're just in the ceiling.
I just don't want to
I know.
through a ceiling. That is how much effort that is.
Having fallen through ceilings in commercial buildings, not much.
Not to fall through it.
I learned that I bounce,
But
and sheetrock is not comfortable to land on.
as they're having their commentary too between Chris and Bowie as well, Chester's having little commentary on their conversation.
In the same channel.
In the same channel.
Amazing.
All right, so we're gonna go back to Anna now.
Mm-hmm.
You've been while this entire running commentary is going in the back, it's just making you more frustrated. So you just take it out on the door, and you finally get it, and basically the door is so heavy that when it falls, it basically falls across that desk and smashes half the desk just flat. You're glad you broke the door free because this thing is thick. Inside, you can see that there is a vault room that is about 10 feet deep, and it turns directly to the right, and it goes about 20 feet back to the right. Their lights come on the moment the door falls down. There is number one, there is a pallet in the center of the room by the door. In the pallet, there are cases, and in the cases, there are cards, the Eddie cards. This
was where we're going.
This is a lot. I mean, Basket said it was a lot, but this is a pallet's worth. This is like 700-800 pounds worth of Eddie cards. This is possibly millions of dollars in Eddies.
Can I see this through the cameras, or
Oh, yeah.
is this? Yeah. So, I think Bowie will perk up and start smacking Chris in that way, that excited smacking, she found him. She found the stuff. And she immediately starts talking to Anna, Anna, that's the stuff. That's the stuff we gotta get.
So as you say that, Anna, you're kind of stumbled into the room when you dropped the door down. You look down to the right, and you see that in this room there are these upright tubes that each have a little power generator on them, and each one of the tubes is a body. And the tubes are frosted over. And on each one of the tubes, it has a metal placard, and it says, like specimen 271719, and then it has the date of 2027. And you see from that one, each tube keeps on going up by 1 year increments.
What am I looking at, Bowie?
Do I have that
This
information?
room is not even on the network.
Cool. So that
Nothing
room's not
in this room is. The lights have are battery powered. Those tubes, the body tubes, they all have power generators on them. There's no power in this room.
So that's not even on the radar. Don't know what any of that is, actually. But I did say Arasaka was keeping a secret, and I guess you proved me right.
Give me 1 second. Because of the crap my character has been through, can she roll some kind of like education roll or something on this?
Absolutely. In fact, is that what? What is this in reference to? What's the nature of it? Your kind of question. You have to give me specific, but
I don't want to use outside player. Oh, I know what this is without you telling me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's me getting my character to a point where she can figure out bodies and tubes with separate power source equals
life support. Yeah, paramedic or education or science. Anything. Any one of those that you like to use that are better than the other?
I used education and got a 13.
Oh yeah, that's more than enough. So these aren't. It's not life support because there's no O2. There's no nothing. It's cryogenics. Each one of these tubes is at sub-zero temperatures. Each one of these tubes has a power pack that's keeping a cryogenic freezing process in place. You can see as you go up to the tubes, number one, if any of you touch the tubes, your skin burns off. They're that cold. Like your skin sticks to it, and when you pull it away, you have you're bleeding.
So she goes up to the tube, leans forward, rifle still in hand, looking it up and down. Shit. Cryogenics. This is bad.
There is one other thing that you notice, Anna, because you kind of like were first in the room. On the other side of the pallet with all the eddies on it, there is a simple desk, like a school desk. And on the school desk, there is one tablet.
Hand the tablet to Bowie.
Like a hand tablet.
Yeah,
Okay.
hand the tablet to Bowie.
Bowie takes it and is like,
While she's also kind of like,
yeah.
well, maybe putting. So, how are these eddies are in boxes, right?
They're the equivalent of ammo cases. They're in metal insulated boxes. If you kind of take a closer look at them, they're basically lead lined boxes. So they're basically set up to be protected as much as they can from EM pulses, etc., etc. And then in each case, there is 100 sticks. Now you don't know how much is on each stick because you have to have the codes to get into it, and that's why you can't like just sell these things. You don't know what they're worth, and so that's why you're going to go through a fence on them because there's apparently someone who thinks they can do this. But yeah, there's and each one of these. Oh, hang on one second. I got to do math.
While you're doing math, once Jester learns that this is where they need to be, Jester's yeeting himself out of this vent, and back down with everyone.
Got it.
But we'll inform them if we need a way down. There is a way now.
Look at Jester and Bowie because Anna walked over to go get the pad. Test subjects or clients? Gesture at the tubes.
I think Bowie is looking at the tablet like, can she hack it, pretty much? Is I guess my question.
You
Does it
can
even
connect
turn
to it
on?
via Bluetooth, but you're gonna have to go through the same stuff.
Yeah, that's fine.
And this is a tablet. It shouldn't be that hard. And you couldn't even load something like Black Ice on this. It's just too
Right.
limited.
Yeah, I think she's starting to wonder if the node she saw has something to do with this.
So you reach into the tablet. Go ahead and make me the roll.
Yeah, I'm going for the where are you interface.
Gotcha. And while you're doing that, what are you guys gonna do about the eddies? I was completely wrong on my estimate. It's not 600 pounds. It's 1,200 pounds.
So,
Fine.
It's 60 cases.
Anna, how much can you carry?
I mean, quite a few. It's the problem is not.
I'm using
the
my worm,
weight
by the
is
way.
actually less of a problem than how unwieldy they all are.
This
Yeah.
+2 to backdoor checks, which is what I'm doing.
Since we've already cleared out a way
Oh,
from
not well. That's a 5.
this room into the roof, is there any way we could run them up to the roof, like as a oh my god, I'm losing my words.
Words are hard.
Mm-hmm.
Conveying them, like handing them off.
Actually, one thing you could do, the helicopter could technically just lift the eddies.
Yep.
Remember, you've got the gliders.
Yeah.
The helicopter could could send down like a basket harness. You could load up the eddies in the basket harness.
What's up, Cove?
Whatever we're good. Sorry, go ahead.
Cove?
Chester's also gonna kind of hold up a hand and go, there are medical rooms, right?
Yeah.
There are probably things in there with wheels that we could load the eddies onto and then move them a lot faster. So we'd
And then
get a
do that.
lot more.
To the helipad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whatever we're gonna do, we need to do it fast. I'm just saying,
Agreed.
time's ticking.
How much can that helicopter lift along with the eddies?
1,200 pounds. It could probably take the rest of you if you manage to get on board.
We've got the glider things, though, right?
Yeah, but the glider doesn't really work for me. With my
right.
weight, and also, it would be good to have somebody on the eddy thing in case the guy in the helicopter goes, "Gosh, that's a lot of money," and then whoop.
You want to give them a securing hug to remind them, using your big bulky love, to do the right thing.
Something of that nature. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah. Also, I'm gonna just go ahead and crack open one of these lead line cases
Okay.
and hand out sticks to everybody to stuff in their pockets in case things go really, really bad. We will still have something.
Chester's handing theirs back.
Okay, that's fine. Then I'll take them. I got plenty.
It's just like handing it back. She's like, I don't know how to get access to this. That's why we're going through the thing that we're going through. So
Yes.
thank you, but this is useless to me.
Actually, you have a friend now that could help you. But sure, give it back. Why put good money in someone else's hands? That would be stupid. Am I right?
Can
I'm
you?
just saying, basically, for we have one case open that we've taken. So no matter what, we will have gotten paid for this thing. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
We're just
Because we
taking.
can still sell it even without hacking it, right? So
While they're doing that, I'm going and finding those carts that Jester mentioned.
Chester's doing the same thing because
Yep.
Chester thinks Chester's not in for this idea.
So
But,
there
I-
is
I was trying to hack a tablet,
Yeah.
and I think I botched that roll. So
in the front roll. Yeah, you can't. When you jack into it, one thing you notice: this tablet is archaic. It's older than shit. And its operating system doesn't match anything you've got. The software doesn't answer to anything any program languages that you're sending at it. This thing is old.
it's like an antique.
Mm-hmm.
I could keep it and then sell it. Takes it.
As you're messing with it, you kind of like, number one, you unplug the cord. It's still in
Not
that
the
charger.
iPad charger.
Yeah, You unplug the cord, and as you unplug the cord, the screen comes up. And it lights up. And, it just says, like Samsung on it. And then the Samsung logo goes away. And then there's you see it booting up. And then you just see things, a little screen, four square blocks comes up. And it says pin.
What's a pin? It goes to Spoogle.
It goes to Spoogle.
What is a pin? No. Yeah. So I think she's like, she wants to take this tablet with her because now it's a challenge and now she wants to like hack it.
Mhm.
But at the same time, she doesn't know what it does or what it ran. So might be a bad idea to take it out of here.
Gotcha. All right. So you guys find like 2 separate gurneys that you bring back in here. They're actually in the front room. You also see in the front room on the left-hand side, you didn't really pay attention to it, but there is a smaller cryo freezer in the front room just to the left of the door. The gurneys are kind of like parked up against the wall against covering it up. As you bring the gurneys out, you see the cryo freezer is running and that there is a timestamp on it that's counting down. Not like 5 minutes, but it's like 23 hours. And the cryo freezer has like a handle on it, like you can lift it up and look inside the glass of the cryo freezer.
All right, do it. Do it in your cool.
Who are you telling? This was for Jester and for Chris, because you guys were going in the gurneys.
What are we doing?
That cryo. I was want to know if you're going to pay attention to the cryo freezer or not.
I'll briefly open it. Sure, why not?
If Jester is going to open the cryo freeze, I'm backing away
Well, because
and watching.
The way you described it, and I want to make sure I'm very clear on this. It's not like opening it. It's just opening it so I can see into it.
Yes.
Okay. Wanted to make sure that was a distinction
Right.
that was made.
You're not going to freeze to
opening
death if
it.
you open it.
Instinctively aim a gun, not at Jester, at the tube.
Okay.
Also, fine if you did. But yeah, okay. Jester will then open to take a look.
All right. So when you pull it up, the door kind of just slides along, and like because this thing is a cylinder, so it slides along the glass in the cylinder. Inside the cylinder, horizontal, there is a bunch of individual containers, and you can see that the containers are all about 12 inches long each. There's 3 rows of them. There is an empty space on each row. The empty spaces kind of move around a little bit because you see them turning, and you see that the counter says, "Oh, hang on a second. It says 9 months, 157 days, and 45 minutes." Basically, midnight at the end of the year. And you can see each one of the tubes that's in there. It's got like a metal cap on both ends that comes to a point. The points are resting in what looks to be some kind of metal apparatus. Each one of the tubes has a glass portion in the middle, and there is like kind of some almost like a jelly inside the tubes, and suspended in the jelly is what looks to be an unborn fetus.
Jester's gonna turn to Chris and go, "Even for me, this is fucked."
I have no opinion.
Not my problem, though, honestly.
I'm not being paid enough. They can deal with this. Let's take carts, get money, get the fuck out.
Good idea. Just close it again.
Just look at it.
Nope.
Just-
Perfectly sound.
Alas, not my problem. We'll tell Bowie and Anna just like for them to tune in. But overall, it's just getting the rolly things.
Rolly things. Gotcha.
Rolly things.
No problem. So you take the gurneys back in. They're designed to hold a whole person, so they'll hold quite a lot of weight.
Nice.
So you guys start, and they have like the top where the bottom person sits, and then they have a platform underneath. So you start basically piling them up with cases.
Yes, but on Jester's end in a way to where they can still roll and still be easier to get upstairs because gurneys have that functionality. And because Jester doesn't want to waste time on the stairs either.
Gotcha.
Yep.
And there's there's also elevators.
That I have control of. Yay.
Oh, you have control of the elevator? Oh, well, okay. Then that's
I have
a
control
whole
of both
different-
floors.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
So elevators just start popping open and shit. It's great. Good times.
good times. So you guys are loading up. It's going to take you a few minutes to load up the gurneys because this is still a lot. And I'm assuming that Anna is like just grabbing up huge armfuls of these things, and then you guys just trying to make sure they don't fall off. They're stacked to where they don't fall off the gurneys as they roll. Yeah. So as you guys are doing that, Anna, sorry, not Anna. I apologize. Bowie.
Me.
Yes.
Buoy. The thing bouncing on the ocean.
Yes.
Baba Booey.
Yeah, Baba Booey. You are basically, you're helping as where you can, but you're kind of like you just absent-mindedly. You're holding on to the fucking tablet.
Yeah,
So
like
you're trying to do everything one-handed.
I think that there's two things that Boy wants to do, but she's waiting for us to be as close to escape as possible. One of them is to hack this tablet, and the other is to figure out what that extra note is.
Gotcha.
So
as you're like moving around, you're trying to help them out with that. You drop the tablet,
mm-hmm.
and when you drop the tablet, something falls off the back of it. It's a tiny little slip of yellow paper.
What the? She pulls it up. What? Who writes on paper? How old is this thing?
And on the paper, there is 4 digits written
Is it 1, 2,
in
3, 4,
fading
5?
paint pencil. No, it's 0328.
Wait a minute. And then Bowie looks at the tablet, and goes, "Pen!" And then immediately types it.
The tablet unlocks, and there is a logo that comes up, and it says Arasaka Industries, circa 2014.
Ooh, this really is vintage. And then she goes into that tablet. She wants to know what's in it. Let's go.
So inside the tablet there's not much in it. There's not many pieces of software or anything like that. There's something that you don't recognize, but you quickly discover is like a documents file, something like blurred or something like that.
I'm going to download that.
It's already there. It's on there.
No,
it turns into a virus when you download it to your machine.
Oh, shit. Never mind.
I'm just kidding.
I was like, well, fuck.
No,
Played
sorry,
myself.
I was just making fun of Microsoft. But yeah, so no, but you basically find Word on there, and you sign. There is
Don't eat my dice.
There is a massive amount of documents on this laptop. They are journals that have been being kept since 2014.
Yeah, 100% like downloading these and putting them on my deck. Because I want to go through these, but there is no way I'm getting through all that shit in 10 minutes. Can I do a quick scan and just kind of see the contents though?
You're not
scan?
actually hacking this thing. You're literally visually looking at it.
Yeah.
So you.
Well,
can't,
I mean, I already got the pin. I'm in it. I can just I assume
the
I can
operating
just...
system isn't compatible with your computer.
Oh, so I wouldn't be able to even download those files, huh?
The software doesn't even work on your machine.
Right. I'm gonna have to take the tablet with me.
Yep.
Okay, fine. It's mine now.
All right, so you guys get everything loaded up.
So she takes the tablet with her, and then I guess the only other thing that I would be curious to see if I could do is hack that node.
When are you going to do that? Because you guys,
Yeah.
the 2 gurneys will hold everything that was on the pallet.
Mhm.
They don't like it, but they'll hold it. So you get them to the elevator.
Mm.
You can put 2 gurneys and 2 people in one elevator, and Anna and one other person in another elevator. Because they weigh 1,200 pounds, and like the weight limit for that fucking elevator is like 2,400 pounds. So it's like you don't want to try and force.
I see what you're trying to say.
Jester is actually.
And you have a titanium body.
Jester's
It's
actually
internal.
running up the stairs to be sure that there's nothing waiting for them up there.
Gotcha.
Make sure it's all clear.
And to get their steps.
I'm gonna go with
I have
them.
security cameras.
Yeah, and there are blind spots to every security camera. You also don't
That's
know what's in the
fine.
airspace.
That's fine, I
All right.
guess.
It's also an organization that's known for their on-edge tech, so we don't know if like they're scrambling their own shit. So, and plus, it gives me the opportunity to maybe shoot something.
That's fine.
I trust you. I don't trust them.
Either way.
Exactly.
Technology can't solve all of our problems. It's okay.
I'm riding the elevator.
Another hydrate.
with my pet, by the way. My pet
Gotcha.
shield.
He's
You are
just,
still
gonna
alive.
kill him before we leave.
he's just like sitting there. He's like, you could just let me go, you know.
I can't put my cup there anymore because the cat's there now. It's his
I've
space.
said nothing. I've been eerily quiet this whole time.
So you guys get up to the roof. And
All of
as-
us, right?
Well, actually, you guys are waiting on the elevator. Our 2 forerunners are going up to the roof. You guys get up to the roof. You come up onto the roof itself. The area is still clear. The helipad is still empty. The only problem you can see going forward with the getting the gurneys out of the elevators is the fact that there are a flight of stairs that you have to go up to take the ramp up to the actual flight deck. Let me bring the
This is
rooftop.
not very wheelchair accessible.
It is not.
No.
Actually, it's more than a few steps. Damn. There's 2
Relay
sets of
race.
stairs.
Relay race, but also gurneys are designed to
Yeah,
also go upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. It's
That's
still going to be heavy as fuck, though. But you have
I mean-
Anna.
exactly.
Mhm.
Me too.
So you guys are getting the gurneys up there. You're getting the gurneys up the steps. Getting up to the landing and all that. About the time you get the gurneys onto the helipad, you're got to signal the guy with the helicopter to come up, and he's gonna have to maintain long enough to get the harness down. You guys to pile everything up on the harness, and then you guys to get either hang on to the harness, jump off with the gliders, or because he's not going to bring the helicopter all the way down once he gets everything loaded, and then he's going to take off with the helicopter, and wherever you guys are doing, either hanging on to the harness or gliding out is up to you.
Yep.
But that's going to take a bit. He's within like a few minutes away, but you guys are getting down to the wire on the 10-minute timer.
Yep.
So I think this is a good place to stop.
Cool.
Guys, so far we're still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Don't say that.
Yay! I was just gonna point out that Bo
Knock
was the
on
one
wood.
that had the call for the pilot guy, so she was gonna do that. I had to mute myself because I was yelling at my cat.
That's okay.
Who here would have had on their bingo card technically Bowie having the biggest body count?
No.
Just saying.
Just
You're
know,
The
As-
biggest thing about netrunners is if they can get control of something, and that something has anything that was designed for defense or offense, the netrunner can then control it and use it on their own. And I didn't think Bro was going to be that ruthless. I thought they were going to go with the knockout gas.
I'm
See?
proud.
I assume in my big brainness, I was like, oh, this is obviously going to be hostiles. Accidentally kills a bunch of civilians. Oh well.
I know.
They're all part of it. They're all part of it.
If they're in here,
Okay.
they're not innocent.
No, I'm excited for what's in this tablet, though. I really want to know.
Think
Um,
Luke blowing up the Death Star. It was for the greater good.
It was for the
That's
greater
it. That's
good.
what it is.
They're
All
also
those-
like high levels in Arasaka, which means that they have cut and backstabbed all of everybody up on the way up to their position. They have definitely got bodies on there,
Oh yeah.
like direct bodies on there. Thing.
Don't think about it too hard.
Are you of the opinion that Luke Skywalker killed all those innocent Union workers?
No, I think it was a great movie and a fun story, but it's also funny to say out loud
Oh jeez.
because the argument in Clerks was fantastic.
I know, I loved it so much. All right, guys. Well, thank you all so much for having played tonight. It is going to. Don't worry. It obviously went too easy.
Yeah, I know. This is only the beginning.
Next session, the fun will start.
Thank you for your mercy for this
Oh, no.
first little bit.
I'm
so
not
we
being
could,
merciful.
No.
Oh no.
Uh-uh.
This sucks.
I'm
I
tenderizing my meat for my meal.
I'm taking back your thank you. I,
you don't give that to that guy. Okay.
no.
Hey, curiosity.
Yeah.
How much IP did we get for this one?
You know what? I haven't even looked up how to give out IP. How do you give out IP, Bunny?
Oh, okay. Well, there's a thing where you discover whether or not somebody's a warrior, an explorer, a socializer, or a role player, and then based on the sort of thing that they like to do the most in a game, that's how they get their IP based. And it's anywhere between 30 all the way up to 80 or something like that, depending on how well they did what it is that they like to do in a game.
Well, I'm pretty sure that Bishi, that you get the warrior card for this one. With all the bashing you did of things and people.
Yeah.
I don't. Jester is very much, I think, the role player for this one because they were just everywhere doing everything. What are the other ones?
Well, multiple people can be because you get a primary and a secondary.
Yeah.
There's a whole quiz in the book.
Is there anything
about
for serial killer?
That would be role player, I think.
Oh, okay. So Jester gets that one too. Damn it. And then how
It's
about mass
socializer.
murderer?
It's socializer, role player, warrior, and explorer. So
Bishi
anyone who
explored a
cares
lot
about-
of their network. No, Bishi, sorry. Bowie explored a lot of the network and explored a lot of their own curiosity.
Yeah.
Can we do XP stuff?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, we can
That'd be
do
great.
that.
We'll do that later.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. But let's go
Yes.
ahead and let you guys at least wish everyone a very, very lovely good night. Let's go ahead and start out with Hythrall. Hythrall, where can people find you on the mighty, mighty interwebs?
You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, and sometimes on Facebook. I also have a Patreon if you feel like checking that out. And it's all under Hythrall.
Hythrall. All right, excellent. And we'll go around to Bishi. Bishi, where can we find you on the mighty, mighty interwebs?
You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Twitch. You can find me on Sunday playing Trash in Crafty's lovely game with my lovely little unicorn puppet. And Monday with the Breakfast Crew. Once again, we are hitting Stardew Valley with all the new updates. So that's where you're probably going to find me best.
Absolutely. Vixie, where can people find you on the lovely, lovely interwebs?
If you can find me just about everywhere. I am at Vixie Bell or at the Pocket Dragon Pub. Usually I am on Sundays either running a game or playing a game over on that channel as well. So, oh yes, and I also have another show starting with Happy Jack's TTRPG. I will be playing Celine, Lady of the Night in the 17th century pirate style kind of game. So,
Amazing.
yeah.
Is it 7C?
It's not 7C. This is Savage Worlds.
Ah, got it. No problem.
So.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Cove,
Hello.
where can people find you on the
me
lovely, lovely interwebs?
Pretty much everywhere at Selkie Cove or Selkie's Cove, depending on if someone was an asshole and took my name already. But you can find me here every other Friday. You can find me here on Tuesdays playing in Emerald Sanctums, where I get to play Fiat Miren, who was a pirate captain from the 1700s. And then you can find me on Thursdays where I get to play in Fathoms Below over on World Tree Quests, where you get to find me playing the character who I kept fucking up and saying the name of this session, Echo. Because I played that game more consistently than this one. I'm so sorry. I also just played it yesterday. But it is a fully underwater D&D game, and Echo's a little fucked up experiment project. I love them to bits. And then on Saturdays, this Saturday, so tomorrow, you can find me on Meister Hypster's Twitch channel, where we're playing Vampire the Masquerade Endless Nights, where I get to play Amaranth Thane, who currently is a very high humanity vampire, sitting at 9 humanity.
Nice.
But that might change this session, because last session, the DM decided it would be a great idea to catch my character in the crossfire and send her boyfriend and one of her dads up in flames. So,
well, that's fun.
We're gonna see some of the family Samitsi traits come out here in a bit.
Yay!
Excellent. Thank you very much, Cove. And you can find these creators' links and all on Dinner and Games links in our chat right now. Please go give them a follow. The biggest boon you can give to any creator is to hit that like or follow button, and it lets us know that the things we do matter to someone else other than us. And that is a euphoric feeling that we can't even begin to subscribe. Remember, please keep yourself safe, social distance where you can, wear a mask when you can, do what you can to take care of you. Almost all of us went to Gen Con, almost all of us got COVID. It's a thing. Be careful, take care of you so you can join us as often as you can. Now, on Twitch, we're going to raid out into someone else, and on all of the social medias, we're going to bid you a fond good night and hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. We will see you guys next time, and have fun.